Everybody's golf.
How's it going, man?
Yo, what's up?
Not much, man. First day of Evo and all kinds of news this week overall. Actually, especially the past 2 days. Some good, some bad, some weird.
Yep.
With that music in the background too.
What?
You playing some music in the background?
I am. You can't hear it, can you?
I did when you were setting up.
Oh, you can. Oh, you mean on the stream? Okay.
Oh, no, not on the stream, from your end, from your mic.
Oh, fuck me. Hold on.
All good, man. Yeah. When I'm watching Twitch, I just have my netbook up. I just watch it on there. I keep it on mute, so.
Yeah, sorry. I had the speakers on.
All good, man. Trust me, man. Yeah, I don't complain with your tunes, so.
And shout outs to Varnus, who's in the chat. Says he's gonna just chill in the chat while working.
Perfectly fine. Yeah, I know he has to work, but all good, man. Aaron's gonna join a little late, so it's fine too. Yeah, man, all kinds of. It's mostly good fighting game news so far.
Everybody's golf.
Oh yeah, like what?
Well, what's it called? King 515 crossplay confirmed. What's it called? Samurai Showdown rollback confirmed.
Good for them.
Yeah, what was that tweet I saw that confirmed all these rollbacks?
Persona.
Well, Persona they confirmed earlier on, so they kept that up to that. But and Cross Tag Battle also got rollback, but it's still nice.
Cross tag already.
Confirmed.
What's that?
Yeah, those were confirmed. Those were already confirmed before. Yeah.
But have they been implemented? Because you can confirm anything you want, but
No, it will.
actually confirmed with the date for it.
Rollback for cross tag was already implemented.
okay.
Yep, and I think it was today they announced the date where rollback's going to come out for Persona 4 Arena. I think it's going to be very soon. So I can't remember what the date was, but it was early today. Still, and the fact that we're getting crossplay for King 515 is not nice. Did not expect that.
Room's open, by the way, so if you want to come in.
Yep, give me one moment.
Since Enron says he's not joining tonight, and Varnus is gotta focus on things. Shout outs to you, Varnus. We miss you already. We're probably gonna just start the room right now. So. So how's everybody's week?
Kind of annoying earlier on. Some weird news this week, but I guess some interesting news in the past 2 days.
Weird news or just industry shaking news is what I would call it.
Industry shaking, yeah, mix it back and forth as well. Mostly not really good, but
I think people are overreacting, but at the same time, I also understand people's concerns.
well,
Me too.
That's two. There's two industry stories for that. One is a lot worse than the other.
Well, I was mostly talking about the anime stuff with Sony Corp basically taking over Right Stuff and like Nozumi and what else did they buy?
Just those two. Nozumi was confirmed a little bit afterwards, but I don't think they're gonna really change things that much from what I'm saying. But who knows? But hey, man, but it's not too bad of a thing. Though it's a Warner Bros. Discovery shit that's pissed me off more than anything else.
Oh, are you just mad because of the we may never see the Venture Brothers movie? By the way, we're waiting on you, Yoshi.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this. Well, it's a lot. There's a lot of anime shows I enjoy on there, like Harley Quinn, that new Superman show I was looking forward to and stuff. But and Young Justice, but all that's gonna can't. most likely.
Yeah, I mean it's cool that those shows would have been made, and now it's like they're gone. So I understand like the. Oh, okay, we're gonna start this right now. I understand all the ire, basically. Like as far as like the Venture Brothers movie, to me that always kind of was in the realm of like the Boondocks movie until like I actually saw footage. It doesn't exist to me. So.
Well, there's also the fact that the Venture Brothers actually, has been running a lot longer and didn't have any fuck ups like Boondocks did with like network control and stuff like that. Because the two creators have always been in charge of it. So, unlike the Boondocks, so.
Even still, like I said, until I saw footage, I wasn't really believing the.
Also, two different things where Venture Brothers is a continuation of the movie versus a reboot of Boondocks. So those are kind of two different things, really.
I will say it again. Until I saw footage, that movie did not exist to me.
Yep. I'm just saying, but this sadly Yanks seem to like yank a lot of stuff from the ground. So.
Well, it's not that surprising.
No, but
it's
this Discovery CEO is a shitbag too, from what I've seen of him. So.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Most CEOs are so, but.
Most are. Like I don't see. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's right.
You know, I've seen the kind of shit this guy has said and everything. He's also a big Trump supporter too, which a lot of these CEOs are, anyways. But this guy seems like an extra asshole too.
For once.
Well, if you make money, chances are you're a Trump supporter.
Yep, that is definitely true. But he doesn't want to hide it.
Or if you're an idiot.
You should both go hand to hand.
Well, you could be an idiot and not be rich. So.
Oh, I was gonna say, and then all that hilarious shit with what's his dumbass name? Alex Jones. That made me chuckle with the sheer stupidity of his lawyers and everything.
Oh yeah, I did. I just read a news story about that, like no less than like a few moments ago. So.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, well,
I don't think that was stupidity. I think that was just malice.
Malice. What's that thing for the Simpsons? Donald?
You're up.
Like,
you're up.
Oh yeah. Oh, yep. Was it Lionel Hutz client privilege? Secrets revealed? No. Client privilege? No. Secrets are revealed.
That is what was it? The day cartoon violence died. It was called so you don't work on a contingency. No, money down.
Yep.
And that meme got twisted when Cyberpunk kind of came about. There will be no more delays. It's like, oh, they got this all screwed up. No, more delays will come, or something like that.
Yes, I think I remember seeing that, but
I think I still had the meme, or if I look hard enough, I can find it. So.
Yeah, but and the fact, if I remember correctly, his Alex Jones' phone got turned over to the January 6th committee as well, because he's involved with right, because all that shit was on his phone, apparent child pornography too.
Well, as we're finding out, a lot of these like GOP people are secretly, and some of them not so secretly pedophiles. So.
Oh yeah.
On the green.
Well, something get away with the slap, with just a simple slap on the wrist. What's that jackass name? There was a former Speaker of the House, Dennis Hastert. He's former Speaker of the House from a long time ago. He sexually assaulted a bunch of kids. Only got 13 months in prison. And because he's very old, and it was also like a decade ago.
Didn't OJ get out of prison because of age? It's like he was just too old that they decided like it wasn't worth keeping him in prison. So it's like, what the fuck?
I honestly don't know. I never really paid attention to OJ.
Oh, that's fair too. He didn't go to jail because of because he obviously murdered his wife. He went to jail because he got, I think it was a money laundering scheme that he was involved with or something like that.
Well, that whole car chase did not help matters either.
Yeah. The point is, though, he ended up actually going to prison over that.
Nice shot.
And then, I think 5, maybe less than that, 5 or 6 years later, he ended up getting released because, he was just too old to be in prison, was their logic, for whatever reason. I don't know what he's doing right now. Probably living like a king.
Oh, they're definitely gonna not Kwame Kilpatrick, who's in a lot of serious trouble again, because he tried to do a fundraiser. They did help him buy a house, big mansion in Florida, and the court says no. You're giving all the money goes to the government. You're getting fucked. So fuck that guy anyway. So.
It's a fundraiser for me to buy a mansion.
Yeah, he tried to mega church that shit. So.
There are people in this country who are begging to just have like a single studio apartment with no problems whatsoever. And this motherfucker is right here asking for a fundraiser to live in a giant mansion in fucking Florida.
Yeah, you want to get
the shit
of money laundering to give him money again, and people still give it.
Sheer audacity. People wonder why I don't really subscribe to religion.
Could make a birdie.
Or at least organized religion is what I should be saying.
Pretty much, I'm the same way. You know it's easy to tell what my stances are a lot of shit. So.
Well, most of the time, people probably look at you, and they would probably say like, "I'm not gonna ask for his opinion," or they probably will because sometimes they'll think, "Wait a minute, he's not Pakistani, he's Indian. We can ask this guy."
Well, at least with the Indian part, they're a little bit closer. But the unfortunate thing is, because I already act like a stereotypical Pakistani guy, and my skin tone is a little bit lighter, I get called all kinds of other things.
Nice.
Yeah, I know, that's the joke. Because you've told us that story before, and I just kind of like...
Yeah, it still makes me laugh, though, because I'm more amused by it than mad, so...
I've had that experience, like I said, I've had that experience too, even in real life, like when people look right at me and actually think like, actually thought I was white, even though, just because of the way how I talk, so... Shit like that, it does happen. Which reminds me, I have to make time to... I need to start going into Mao's archives and start downloading like some of our past videos.
Amazing.
As we're basically now counting down to like 7 weeks, essentially.
Yeah, it's at end of September, right?
September
Yeah,
30th.
Yeah, September 30th. The same day that Top Gun comes out, ironically enough.
So we're doing that movie.
Nice
today,
shot.
right?
We're
Based
doing-
on this.
Yes, we're doing Commando. We said we were gonna do Commando like 2 weeks ago. I just didn't want to do it right after surviving the game.
Cool.
So
I'm totally down to see that movie again.
at least I don't. At least this way. At least I don't have to search the internet to go find a gift for Commando.
Nice
It's just there. I had to struggle for
Yeah.
surviving the game, and I only found one, and it was low frame
Yeah.
Birdie chance here.
Surviving the frame rate.
Uphill maybe?
When it comes to gifts, I at least like the frame rate to be above 24 frames, the way it is in the movie. Oh shit. But yeah, shit's real.
Could make a
It's
birdie.
been getting a little hot here in California. It's now a humid
Sloping
hot
out.
day here in California.
Oh, it's been relatively cool here lately. It's been rained a shit ton the past 2 days. I thought we were gonna get flooding, and we were actually pretty close to getting flooded over here. So.
But by the way, real quick, Varna says I'm still in shock that someone once mistook me for an Indian. Granted, it was nighttime, but still.
Careful.
Well, Varnus, you have like
Downhill?
you have like
That
the
breaks
funny thing of like being mistaken as an American one time. So,
But he is.
I mean, he is American. We say he's American. He's
Yeah.
American in part, but the documentation at the end of the day
Birdie
states
chance
that
here.
he's an Australian.
Yeah, I've had people assume or ask if I'm
to the right.
Mexican, just because I have a lighter tone of skin.
Yeah,
Yep.
But
it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that Dave Chappelle skit. So like we, not all of us were all black or white or anything like that or Asian. We're all got a little bit of everything. You know what we need? We need a draft.
It's all good.
Yeah, I think the first
Varnis-
one he did.
Varna
think
says
the first one-
he's I'm Mr. Worldwide apparently.
Mr. Worldwide, apparently.
Nice.
It's a good username.
Oh, I forgot the movie Prey is out. I've been hearing good things about it. I might check it out at some point.
Prey.
Yeah,
That's
the
Based on the game.
no.
it's the Predator movie set in like the Aztec time.
Oh.
But don't call it a Predator movie.
Fair enough.
Well, let me. I know. Okay. First of all, number one, I do know what you're now talking about. So.
Yeah.
Number two, the reason it was they don't want to call it that is because like
Hole 3.
originally,
It's a par 5.
many years ago, long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Mm-hmm.
That movie, the ending originally was not supposed to be. It was supposed to be a whole movie where it was like it was just about this chieftain, female chieftain warrior, trying to rise up the ranks. If I remember right, it was basically like very standard fare, right? And then eventually, the whole ending of the movie, the reveal of the movie was that she was training to fight against this other tribe, and it turned out it was the Predator. That was the original intention of the movie. Unfortunately, you know how things get out. That leaked, and eventually, they basically just kind of gave up on like trying to hide the story, but still kind of maintain like that thing is like it's not a Predator movie because hey, that's our shtick.
You know, well, it's a goddamn Predator movie. Just call a spade a spade. Damn it.
Yeah. Well, from my understanding, because of the leak, a lot of things in the studio changed. So a lot of them also, I think, came from Disney as well, apparently. But I can't confirm that second part.
Well, it's by 20th Century Fox, so it's still under the Disney thing. So.
Well, no, what I'm saying is that there were Disney executives that demanded like some changes to like to be more overt about
Give it a good
the
shot.
fact that it was a Predator movie. So
Studio execs messing up? What? That's...
yeah, if you actually go back and like hear what they were talking about, what they were intending on doing, it sounded
Yikes.
fairly interesting.
Yikes.
What they were trying to do, and it was supposed to lead into like a whole nother movie on top of that. But I think like the second movie like idea that they had after their shocking reveal of that movie basically just got combined into one, and God only knows what that movie looks like now.
Beautiful.
Hopefully it's good.
I've been hearing people actually enjoy
You
it
show it.
so far.
Now then.
Well, that's being on Hulu helps too, rather than being on theaters. So, I mean, how often I can't think of too often where Hulu exclusive movie. Usually, it's other platforms that get exclusive rather than Hulu.
Varnish says it's like how they didn't say anything about Split being connected to Unbreakable until the post-credit scene.
Oh yeah.
but it's M. Night Shyamalan, so I don't trust most of his movies to begin with.
I don't blame him for any of his movies.
Nice shot.
Mostly because like
Very nice.
when you find out like basically they just kind of tell him what to do,
Watch
and he
that
doesn't
power
really have
glitch.
much of a say in it. Especially
Well,
like
all the movies he directs and writes. I mean, I know Avatar and everything. That's bullshit
No.
right there. But
no, even before that, like what's it called? Unbreakable was not supposed to have like some weird twists in it. Like originally when he was doing it, he was told by the studio after he turned in his script saying, "Where's the twist? This is an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Where's like the weird twist of film that all you have?" And he was forced to basically write some sort of weird thing, which is why you have like at the end of the movie the way how it is with Samuel L. Jackson, like Mr. Glass, you know.
Oh, the eagle.
So
yeah, and I heard that the glass was that confusing either.
Sloping down.
I haven't
Break
seen
that
it,
up.
but like as far as like he's got his problems. I don't discount that. But like his whole thing with the movies he's doing, what he's doing, I don't necessarily put it all on him because like I know for a fact like it's probably a lot of studio executives telling him like you got to be a particular way, otherwise we can't sell your movie,
For the
or
birdie.
they feel like we can't sell your movie. Like for example, what is it, Lady in the Lake? I think it
Breaks
was.
to the right.
Like that's a really dumb movie, but he was only able to like make the movie the way that was, make it weird because like he had to put like some sort of like weird fantasy twist into it. So
That's
Well,
it.
the thing is, it also depends on the studio, because some of them, like, are you talking about the production company or the distributor? Because there's a difference.
Could make a
Because
birdie.
with some of these
from
movies...
my understanding, it was
Sloping
industry
up.
wide with him.
Breaks to the
yeah,
left.
well, also I'm saying some of his later movie he worked with more independent studios, like Blumhouse, and Blumhouse doesn't really tell him to do shit. They just let them do
I
whatever they
can't
want.
I can't verify his later movies. Keep in mind the last time I ever saw an M. Night Shyamalan movie, like actually
Could make a
watched
birdie.
an M. Night Shyamalan movie, was The Happening.
Sloping up.
So that was like the last.
No.
Such a dumb.
Yeah, I can say some of the or early movie, but everything seems like after Split has not been that good either. Like Glass and Old, not so. And those are all some smaller movies too. So yeah, those are Blumhouse and everything. I don't think it's Blumhouse, but never mind. Forget what I said. Blumhouse is involved with those things, but I don't think he has much studio
Hold it
information
up.
compared to his
It's a
previous
par
movies with
four.
those. So, but it might
Yeah.
be just it depends on the movie.
Well, as you get older as a film director, you either get better or you get worse. And he might be that case where if he's still writing things, he might be running out of ideas, so he might be
Beautiful.
getting worse. What's that one movie with the beach? I think he did. God, I think it was called Old or something. Beach movie. Let's take a look.
God damn it, game.
Out in the cabin.
No, it's something fairly recent, like
Old.
beach movie.
Yeah,
M.
old,
Night
yep.
Shyamalan. It probably was old, yeah. Movie. Yeah, 2021. I think this is an M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah, this is an M. Night Shyamalan movie. It's basically a bunch of people who get like I think shipwrecked on like a beach, and like the beach has like some sort of mystical power that makes them older, like overnight. So, granted, I'm looking at the statistics for this. It's made for $18 million and it made 92. That's pretty freaking good. So, give credit where credit is due. He at least made a movie that had like super good return.
Well, it also came out during the pandemic as well, so he actually
Well-
made that much money during the pandemic.
Amazing.
This came out 2021, so yeah, it was still during the well. Keep in mind, we are also still in the middle of the pandemic, despite
Was it?
everybody's.
Studios were less effective then compared to this year too. So
Well,
Careful of the gauge.
compared to 2021 or 2020, 2021, there were places that did have like theaters open to go into. Only Top Gun, Top Gun didn't do that. Like, I want my movie to be in a place where it can actually release and I can make money off the royalties. And so said Tom Cruise, I need my billion.
although with him, I can't believe considering how many times that movie's been delayed, like 6 times.
Well,
So I
yeah,
can't blame him in that regard.
well, it got delayed like a bunch of times because like otherwise it was not going to be in the movie theaters. But because he was a producer on the movie, his intake of like income for him getting paid was dependent on that movie ticket sales in theaters.
Yep.
So yeah, like that's why like many moons ago when it was stated that a lot of the movies that Warner Bros. Was doing was only going to be on, we're going to have day and date releases with HBO Plus or HBO Max, I should say. I don't know what it is now, but at the time that was happening, it basically meant there was less people who were getting an incentive from the ticket sales, particularly producers, because that's where a lot of their
Alrighty.
money is also tied to as well.
Wow.
Also, the fact that
Nice.
the Warner Bros. head of the time was changed afterwards. He was the one that back then he was the one that was trying to spearhead HBO Max, and now he's getting replaced with this shithead from Discovery. So, well, now that he has been replaced by this shitbag. So.
Hey, if you get a golden parachute, you take it.
Oh no, he's getting money regardless. I'm just saying at least he tried to push
all good.
HBO Max streaming platform only for this guy to come in and probably go back to the old ways and everything.
Break to the right.
So.
Well, that's usually how it happens. Like, new management comes in and they want to tear down the old one so that nothing relates.
Yep.
I just hope I continue getting HBO Max for free. That's the only thing I care about.
you know, no joke. Like, when the news came out about HBO Max, like, my mind immediately flashed to you because you were getting it out of your cable service.
Yeah.
So I was thinking to myself, like, if HBO Max just disappears overnight, are they even gonna give you anything else?
I don't know.
Part of me feels no, just because like it's in contract. So like if HBO Max goes away, that's not their fault.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's that?
Did they confirm what the name's gonna be called after combined with Discovery?
No, they just said they're basically just gonna create a new streaming service by combining the two. I mean, I'm not gonna be upset that I don't continue to get it for free, but I'm also probably not gonna subscribe to whatever they put out.
I would say, why not just put all the Discovery stuff onto the HBO Max and rather break a brand new and just relabel it a little bit? Because
HBO is tied to Warner Brothers, so it makes Warner Brothers look better than the Discovery part of the deal.
So good.
So by combining the two together and creating one under the new label, they both control a particular part of the copyright as well.
Yeah, and it's by Discovery side coming in and shut down a lot of it. Warner Bros. Projects, so rather than Warner Bros. Come in and shut down all those shitty reality show projects. Sadly, that one is not happening.
So good.
Nice shot.
I forget reality shows are still a thing.
Remember this guy, this shitbag from Discovery CEO. He's the one that spearheaded Honey Boo Boo, and he even said in one of the press releases that they want more scripted shows and everything, and promote more reality shows and shit on the new streaming platform. I mean, I can understand why, because that stuff is other trash. People eat it up. It's also cheap to make compared to all these shows that with actual writing and production involved.
Amazing.
Nice shot.
I mean, I don't really care much about the Batgirl movie and everything, but the fact is just all that stupid shit behind it and everything, and despite them still keeping the Flash movie, for apparent release, so as of now.
Shit's funny, but in a dark way.
I feel bad for Brendan Fraser, man. That guy did not catch a break. Because he's supposed to, play the villain in Firefly, and he was just, his career's trying to, come up again.
Yeah.
Getting more roles and stuff. So, although I heard he's pretty good in Doom Patrol, that TV show, but pity.
Trying to think here, just in terms of all these mergers and things like that. I remember I was talking to someone about the whole Crunchyroll deal. And how they were basically freaking out. I basically just said, there's nothing to really freak out here.
Yeah, it's not really like a streaming company. It's just more of a distributor and a streaming service thing. So,
well, some of the things I was saying was that, we all know, we get all those things of I hate Netflix. I want Netflix to go out of business.
Nice
and
shot.
stuff like that, because I don't want to subscribe to Netflix, which is fair because Netflix is expensive. So, and I stopped subscribing to Netflix. But it basically came down to being you don't want all these streaming platforms, yet we're in a situation where we want less, and now you're complaining about consolidation right now. Is basically what it came down to being. So it's we want less streaming platforms, but at the same time, we want more for competition. So it's you can't have both. Is really what I'm getting at.
Let there be more streaming platform. I can ignore it because I ain't gonna subscribe to it. So, but I'll even put it out there because I don't give a shit about Peacock, and most people don't apparently, unless they're really big fans of Days of Our Lives.
I don't know what my mother sees in it. My mom told me she got on Peacock puts $5 and stuff. I guess it's a cost thing.
The only thing I value I see on there is Fresh Prince, which I heard is not that bad. Well, there's more of a drama, a serious drama else, but hers actually not that bad.
A break to the left?
I did say there was another thing about Crunchyroll that I said, like, I wouldn't. When Crunchyroll raises their rates, that's the point where you should start to worry. Anything before that, just don't. You got no control over it. So.
Yeah, some people, a very minor, small minority on Twitter from what I've seen were bitching about all the hentai stuff getting removed from Right Stuff. Then Justin Savakis, you know,
yeah, he's also a Blu-ray and DVD author.
Yep, and he even said that you don't want a publicly traded company to like endorse something would allow you adult content and everything. That's like pretty much poison to them, especially for publicity and everything. So,
especially on the open market.
Yep, and he tweeted about that. I was like, this is the smartest thing I've seen in all day. So it was actually very, very good take.
I mean, for me it was like for me it was like I kind of just shrugged my shoulders. Like, people are gonna get their porn one way or another. Like.
Yep, and apparently all that stuff is gonna go to like a different site and everything for like physical porn distribution. Still makes me laugh.
I mean, there are people out there who just.
Yep,
sure
they still exist. They definitely still exist.
I mean, haven't you ever read the articles in Playboy?
Amazing!
Sure, I also read the video game section in Maxim.
That's a joke. That's an old joke with like.
Oh, that level 9.
Oh, I wasn't making a reference to level 9. It's just like the old joke is like when you knew people that like actually had porn magazines, like Playboy, for example. And like basically, the joke would be is like, hey, I read it for the articles that's written in it. It's like, sure you do, brother.
I mean, pictures come with the articles, right?
You know, no joke. If I actually found like an old
Careful of the gauge.
Playboy magazine, I would pick it up just to read the articles, just to see what the heck was written in it. I wouldn't buy it. But I would read the article just to see, like, what was written in 1995.
Radical, dude.
Pretty sure, like...
God damn it.
Did you hit the tree?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
I'm surprised you didn't try to curve around it.
I was gonna say,
I should have.
one thing I did not know, apparently Seth Rogen is producing a Ninja Turtles animated movie next year, so... It's called Mutant Mayhem. I'm curious to see how that's gonna be like. Kind of like a CG animated movie, so...
So basically, like
Nice
TMNT
shot.
2.
Yes.
I
that movie is fantastic and it needs more love.
Yeah, I just hope it's not related to the current 2D one, because that one's just terrible.
Which one? Rise of the End?
Yeah, Rise of the Mutants.
I tried watching that. That's not my cup of tea. It's a little too goofy. It's like nonsense. It's just, you know, like it's not even, it's a complete episode to doing their own thing. I'm like, it's not my thing.
Yeah. Amazing.
It's
No, this movie is its own thing. Because that Rise of the End, that thing just came on Netflix the other day. But
What-
this new movie is its own standalone story. So
What's heartbreaking about it is that the animation is actually good for that TV show.
it is. I actually tried watching a few episodes the other day after we were having our Ninja Turtles discussion. I'm like, I'm a little bit on a kick. Let me try watching some.
God damn it, game!
Yeah, this is definitely not my thing. It's like watching Ultimate Spider-Man over again. It's kind of cringeworthy.
Yeah, the writing's pretty bad, and then the
Amazing.
It's the kid show, man,
like
not
the
family show.
content. Oh my God, Sandtrap 2, fuck you. Anyways, like the writing's bad, and then like
Nice.
the context in which it's written is also bad. Like it's almost borderline offensive because it's supposed to be a new hip urban,
Cool.
Urban Samurai.
urban Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it comes off as just like fucking hacky.
You know, you said the moment you said urban, the moment you said that, I
You thought of
really flashed
you,
it.
Alright, good
you thought of
play.
Ed Once. Yes, I know.
Well, okay, that's the second one.
Okay.
I did not. My first one was Mega 64's like a parody movie, Urban Magic City Man. Do you not remember that one?
No, I don't.
It's basically like okay. It came out around the time when like everybody was creating like these urban magic games with like superpowers and things like that. It came out around the time when I think it was Singularity and I think Infamous came out, and it was basically like them creating their own superhero, which is Urban Magic City Man. And they literally just filmed one of them like just going around San Diego, throwing like lightning bolts and things like that, flying all over the place, like all sorts of like weird shit like that. So
Concentrate.
it's hilarious. If you ever get a chance to, I think it's still on YouTube under IGN that you could still watch it. Urban Magic City Man. It's very urban. He's got weird powers. Fits in with all the rest of the urban games out there. Oh,
Yeah, it's so not holding anything back when it comes to the writing. It feels like a
Downhill.
white person trying to write black dialogue.
you said it.
That-
You said it exactly
that's-
in my head.
That's exactly why like I like the first thing I think of is Ed Wunsler from Boondocks.
47.
Yeah.
Well, that episode when they opened the where Robert opened his restaurant
Yeah.
and he was trying to replace that vegan restaurant that they had in order to make money.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Miles right. It's actually not good.
It's pretty cringe.
It's corny and cringe. A few of the gags not really funny. Like it's also like a bunch of too many quick cuts and everything like that too. So it's like it's Ultimate Spider-Man, the animated show. It Turtles. That's what it is. That's how.
Okay, somehow I did not go into the bunker on that one. That is amazing.
Yeah.
I do.
God,
that other CG show that came before, I think that's also on Netflix as well, or at least is it on Netflix or HBO Max?
It's on Netflix because I actually watched it, but it's only the first season, unfortunately. I actually want to watch more of that than the Rise of the Mutants.
Yep.
I had a.
That's a shame.
Great shot. I got you.
I've never been huge on Turtles, but I always respected like whenever new things come out. So.
Like I
I
said,
can't
a TMNT movie from like the late 2000s. I wasn't expecting much from that, and it was like a sleeper hit. Well, a cult classic.
You're talking about the 2006 one.
Yes.
Yeah. Post Astro Boy.
Yes.
I think that that was the thing that like kind of torpedoed that movie, is that Astro Boy just did so horribly. And I also remember they were doing like a Batman as well. At least I think they were doing it. I remember the promotions at Anime Expo, like they played it non-stop, like around Anime Expo.
Good.
I couldn't go anywhere and not see that those trailers. So. There we go. So how'd you feel about the early 2000s one by
On the Fox Box.
yeah.
I
It's
heard.
all good.
I've not. I think Miles seen a little bit of that. I don't know too much about it. I
Sloping
don't know if
up.
it's too bad, but
That
I
breaks left.
kind of like dropped out into Turtle like a lot after that. So
Yeah, I kind of stopped keeping track of Turtles, probably before the 2000s, and like I've only like just recently gone back and watched some of it.
Sloping up.
The most recent one being the
Bridge to the right.
2012 Nickelodeon one.
yep, and that's on Paramount Plus, all of it.
Good
So
stuff.
that's why most of the seasons are not on it, because it's on Paramount Plus after it came out.
That
It was
sucks.
originally on Hulu, but because Paramount Plus is made, it's owned by Nickelodeon now, so all of it is on there now. So
Makes sense.
Just relax.
Also sucks.
Great. Nice shot.
Shit. Okay. Just get this ball in.
yep,
here.
and then at the end, around the end of the month, the Turtles and Cowabunga collection comes out, and which includes rollback. That's old ass tournament fighters game of all things, so which is nice.
You know what they really should bring back? The
What?
The NES Turtles.
That's included in there.
Yeah,
Cool.
It's a compilation.
it's literally a compilation of all the games, probably almost all the games ever put out. I won't say all of them.
In the time period, so yeah.
Okay, so people can know the anger of that underwater level.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's in
Well, I'm
there.
pretty sure it has
Oh,
save
nice.
states, so it's like it's not going to be that awful. So, all I can remember is that having
God,
that
the
game.
song. Jesus Christ.
In the water.
That song was getting on my nerves.
Nice
usually when I have this playlist going, I kind of just like keep it there in the background and tune most of it out and listen to the conversation. But when it starts
time was just too
when it starts droning on like it was, I was like, oh my god, this is distracting.
Yeah, and the original the Turtle NES game you talked about, that's single player only, so multiplayer, online multiplayer is not supported.
Oh, I didn't care about the multiplayer. I just wanted to know the fact that that game will exist in like modern day, so people can
Yes.
understand the anger of that.
Yep, they include the arcade version as well, and the NES version of the second arcade game as well. So yeah, and the Game Boy game of all things. Oh, there's actually a couple of them on there. I'm just curious about Tournament Fight. I've never played the game, but if I remember correctly, it's like one of the first fighting games to have super moves.
I can't. No, because
It's
I
among
think
them.
Street Fighter. Wait, what was that?
Tournament Fight when that came out, it was like one of the earlier games to in that time period to have super moves.
Oh, I don't know.
I think Street was '93 that came out, so it's around the same time as Street Fighter, right?
No, I think Turtles was way after Street Fighter. But I don't know.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't know. I never really paid attention to the date that it came out. I just know like I've barely played Tournament Fighters when it did come out because the good version was on the Super Nintendo. Like the Super Nintendo version and the Genesis version are actually different.
Yes, they are. It's actually kind of infamous for that because they're quite different games. Although no one cares about the NES versions.
Yeah.
Come on.
I never really played much of either.
Can't put off the gauge.
I've seen it, and I remember reading some magazines back in the day for Tournament Fight. I'm like, I wish I could play this, but never had a chance to play it. The only Turtle game I played was a little bit in the arcades.
Amazing.
There, that was it. Never played home release games, so not even the SNES version. Oh, sorry, NES version.
James Franco is cast as
Fidel Castro.
Okay. No, first and foremost.
I'm surprised I didn't know that guy was still getting work.
Well, that's the other thing too. Why? Like there are so many other people. First of all, I don't think we need to make a movie about Fidel Castro.
Good work.
That's thing number one.
Can't put off the
We may
gauge.
as well make a movie about Pancho Villa.
Yeah, I'll defer to my usual question. Who asked for that?
I mean, it's not like we're selling the movie to Cuba.
Nice approach.
Such Venezuela.
You know? Well, actually, no. Well, maybe. Just maybe. Actually, now that I think about it, isn't Venezuela like the
Nice approach.
first country that officially made
tense here.
cryptocurrency like their official currency?
That's
Not the first one, no. It's not
Break to
Argentina.
the right.
I just remember it was someone way down there.
It
But
was
I think it was like
Argentina. I remember the news about it. They're trying to be all pro crypto and everything, so much so they're making new currency based on it. So that's Argentina.
well, it's not just that. If I remember right, it was someone down there. I'm pretty sure it was Venezuela that was basically building geothermal plants to actually like generate the energy they needed to like mine
Not cool.
cryptocurrency
It's all
essentially.
This one does Argentina, but I could be wrong.
I mean,
Because Argentina is also making a big boost system about doing crypto and big plants. They're enticing all the people to come down
all
there.
good.
A lot of people who ran off from China for cryptocurrency ran off to either Argentina or Texas.
Regardless, even if it's been a while since I read the article, I just thought the idea that you built an entire geothermal plant that mines energy from the earth, from lava of all things, to mine cryptocurrency.
Yep. And
The sheer-
Bitfarms,
The sheer
Bitfarms
ridiculousness of that
60
like,
megawatt
blows my
Bitcoin
mind.
mark. Yep. So yeah, I'm looking at the article now. 'Cause I remember I read this some time ago.
That's
So
fun.
yep, it
What
was
nine?
it was Argentina,
It's a
alright.
par 5.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Venezuela. They've got too much of the dumb shit going on. The Argentina's the one that's promoting it.
Hopefully that stays true. I mean, granted, we're not much better, but Brazil is like new levels of like what the fuck down there, from my understanding, from somebody I know that actually lives there.
Oh yeah, no, it's pretty noticeable what the shit that Borsellino, that piece of shit, is doing. So it's man, the Amazon's extra fucked because of him in charge too. He doesn't give a shit. He's one of the biggest pieces of shit politicians in the world. He's up there with that Hungary's President Viktor Orban. That
You know, with the acquisitions going on in all of anime currently right now with Sony Corp, I kind of wonder, is any parts of America still going to release their high-priced Blu-rays and DVDs for their own label, or will they actually use Right Stuff and will get it reasonably priced for the future?
God knows, depends what Crunchyroll was gonna say. It's really owned by them, so.
I just want to own Blue Exorcist on Blu-ray that's reasonably
Amazing.
priced. So.
Nice.
You might as well be
'Cause
asking. You might as well be asking what happened to the License Rescue Bakuman anime, because that shit does not exist outside the first volume.
I also said
Watch
I
that
was
power
also
gauge.
having this debate with people like talking about like when Right Stuff got acquired by Sony. I just said like let me know when the Monster gets licensed, and then I'll start caring about like physical
Oh, no.
releases for anime again. This basically was my facetious like kind of thing on the whole endeavor. Oh shit! I have to focus here.
Do you though? Do you?
If I want to try and skip over this water, I do.
I have to focus on letting Mao win. Or Dollar, in this case.
Lucky bounce.
I have to focus on fucking up.
That triple
Yes,
bogey
sir.
on
Careful
I
of
think
the
it was
gauge.
course 3. Course 6 really messed him up.
So people are bitching about Digimon Survive being a visual novel by not paying attention to the marketing of it.
In the water.
But what else?
Fuck
is there?
you.
To be fair, I saw it and I was kind of
Watch
shocked
that
by
power gauge.
it being a visual novel, basically.
Well, I saw like all the promotion stuff and everything, and they said it's gonna be a story-focused game and everything. Was like, man, they were right. The
Good
RPG stuff is
approach.
pretty simple and everything. It's not
Careful
that
of the
big, but
gauge.
still a decent amount. And you can grind that game pretty easily. But yeah, it's a fucked up story. Actually, it's like the darkest Digimon thing out there, and that's even more so than Cyber Sleuth, which had really dark moments in it. Or Hackers Memory, that is. But
Oh, cool. Blue Exorcist and World Trigger finally got new chapters, so I can finally read them again.
Alrighty.
And then get disappointed when I have to wait for 2 months
Try for the
When the-
eagle.
when one of them says like, I'm having back
Slow it
problems, so
down.
I gotta chill
Break
out
to the right.
here.
for now,
Oh, we actually made that. Why is it like when I actually win a game, like Mao's just doing super terrible, and like I actually have like a semi-decent score of the show?
I told you. Wind is extreme wind is my
Break to
weakness.
the right.
I mean, I guess.
It'll destroy me every time.
I only did it because like I just thought like I kind of want to start out like, considering it's going to be like it was only going to be the 3 of us like at the start of it. I thought like, well, we can like kind of go a little in now right now.
Birdie chance here. Downhill,
Or the birdie.
a break to the right.
I actually bought Cyber Sleep on the Switch the other day. It's actually extra things on the edition that was not the PS4 version. Yeah, the game is pretty fun. It's only
The
20
only-
bucks.
The only version I own is the Vita version.
Yep, that's which was ported to the PS4. But
I'll be
Switch
right
version
back.
actually has some new enhancements to the original.
Yeah,
game.
no problem. I'm just gonna make another room, and when you come back, we'll be ready.
Yeah, I won't be too long.
Who's the best?
Hopefully those will get. There's supposed leak that Cyber Sleuth 2 might be happening, but we'll see if that ends up being true. Because apparently there's a Bandai game leak and that Dragon Ball Breakers wasn't listed on it, so there's a possibility that another Digimon game might be announced at some point, but who knows?
The Breaker game, Dragon Ball Breaker, is that like the
Trash looking one.
Well, no, I was asking, is that the massive arena fighter?
Supposedly, that's pretty much what it seems like. What's the best way to describe it? I heard someone describe it the other day. It's kind of like a roguelike.
Okay. That seems odd, but okay.
I could be wrong. That's the way they're describing it. So, but the game looks like really cheap, and the fact it's gonna be $30 when it comes out does not list much confidence in it. Because if the gameplay trailer shows how cheap it looks and everything, that is not very enticing. And that's saying for someone who's played crappier Gundam games and stuff, but it's also Namco Bandai, which make shit out anime-based games for just like that.
Was there a leak on who the developer was, or it's just like up in the air?
Let me check. I think I saw it.
I'm just curious.
Is it Dimps? Dimps.
Oh, it's Dimps. Okay, yeah. Okay, now I remember this game.
Yeah, I think we talked about it once.
We did talk about it. I was talking about like Dimps basically being a semi-decent developer.
Depends on the game, but this definitely looks like a cheaper project, though.
It's just funny to me. They usually give those projects to like CyberConnect 2. Speaking of CyberConnect, what the fuck are they working on?
Oh, they announced Fuga Melody of Steel 2, which I'm looking forward to, because that first one I enjoyed a lot. And people enjoyed that game overall. Although, this wasn't a big budget game either, but
Yeah, there's
yeah,
a room.
that was definitely a passion project of theirs. But let's see, what else are they working on?
Room is open, so feel free to get in there. I say this even though you're on PS5, it won't take you too long.
Alright, I'm back.
Room's open, so feel free to get in.
Yep, I'm on my way.
Nice work. Nice hustle.
In other news, I found out that somebody actually did a translation for Gunnar vs. Adeon. So that was a fun read to actually go back to. Because I read that manga like completely in Japanese like years and years and years ago with a translation guide, and somebody finally actually got around to like translating that 4-chapter manga, which was interesting.
They have a game coming out called Tokyo Ogre Gate, or this might be an old game, so never. I'm just looking at Wikipedia, so it's probably not happening.
CyberConnect 2.
They did that Demon Slayer game last year, and they're doing All-Star Battle R.
Oh. Well, it seems like they're doing their usual thing with Bandai Namco. I know Dot Hack just recently, I think it hit like its 20th anniversary. So
There's just more merch for it, which they usually do. So yeah, but Fugo's the one they just at least trying to promote. So for that, although it's their I think it's a Canadian team is working on it, but still they're the ones that made it. So CyberConnect Montreal, I think that's what the team was, but
June 20th, 2012. I am old. Oh, that's a happy memory right there. That was when Dahak Infection came out, and I just remember buying it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's an interesting thing to think about. Okay, let's see. What else are they working on?
Oh, don't work at part 3 as well. This no shit. Oh yeah, they just say it's gonna be a trilogy.
Let's do this.
I should probably port over my PS4 version to PS5.
It just seems like they're doing their usual things with Bandai Namco making anime-based games. We're not just releasing games, we're also releasing manga. And that manga will be localized and released internationally as well. This hasn't been announced yet publicly, but that's the fourth. There's a fourth title. I'm reading an interview that the CEO for Cybernet 2 did. Hiroshi Matsuyama. He did one for Anime Expo, or not Anime Expo. Okay, this is a little old, older than I thought, but he did one with Anime News Network, like in 2018. I was just kind of like trying to dig up information on like some of their titles that he had mentioned in an interview. So that's whatever. Okay. I'm gonna hit a tree. Oh, already starting out enough.
Didn't work.
This is not looking good at all. So in any case, let's see, what is it? It's 9 o'clock, so we'll basically start like in an hour and a half from now.
Alright,
Amazing.
sounds good.
We'll start at 10:30 sharp. So, if we do go after 12:30 though, like if we're in the middle of a match, we'll probably just like cut it out completely.
Like 10:30.
Yeah, 10:30. My point is being if we're in the middle of a match and it hits 10:30, then we'll probably just cut it out and whoever has the lead at that point. Will be
Great
the
shot. Nice shot.
Great shot.
Nice shot. Watch that power gauge.
Some more good smile figures. So they announced a bell.
Which Bell? Bell as in the movie or Bell Cranell?
Bell.
Ah, I thought so.
Great shot.
smile.
Okay. For a minute there, I didn't want to say anything, but for a moment there, I thought like Belle from like the. Are we doing Disney figures again?
Or Bell Dandy?
No, for that Rob Perlman movie. Beauty the Beast. Where Belle was a cop.
Wasn't that like a TV show though?
Yes, I think it was a TV show. I think it was Linda Hamilton.
Yeah, it was Linda Hamilton.
And the bad makeup and Rob Perlman as a beast.
Hey, they weren't used to him in being in like all covered up in things like that. It took until like Hellboy 2 when people kind of accepted that.
I mean, he's a talented actor and everything. He's done lots of stuff. So, you know.
I just recently watched that, by the way, like Hellboy 2. I was like thinking to myself, you know, I kind of want to watch Hellboy again. And thinking to myself, well, you know, we're never gonna get that third movie, but this isn't a bad way to kind of end the series.
Okay, so they announced Licorice Recoil characters getting the small figure. Well, I don't know what the show is, but it's ticking out.
It's only the show I've been yapping about for like the past couple of weeks.
Okay.
I brought it up because Miles watched this, so.
I haven't really said much about it either,
Open up
just
the
because I've
gauge.
been waiting. I've seen like first 2 episodes. I like what I see, so I'm waiting for the show to be kind of done. But I liked what I played, and I appreciate the fan art that's out there.
I saw the Engaged Kiss show. It's weird.
I haven't, like, I watched, like, I think the first and maybe the second episode. I haven't really touched it because it has okay, like, really good, well, it has okay animation, but it reminds me too much of, what's that fucking, oh, Tacked Up Destiny. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep watching it because I've heard you, and it's alright, I guess. They do a few interesting twists here and there, but it's alright.
Game
Really,
lights.
just a little more. Birdie chance here.
Well, of course, always more Samurai
Break to the
Troopers
right.
updates for the figures.
You said they're making a Licorice Recoil figure?
He did say
Yes.
that from Good Smile.
Oh no! Oh no!
Kakina.
Oh no! They're making a Kaori figure from July and April.
Like, so I can cry every time I look at it.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
the birdie. Keep it together.
I just look at it and just like sadly just sit there and be depressed.
Well,
You gotta put a shawl. You gotta put a shawl over it just so you don't look at it.
time to spam the shit out of my friend.
For the birdie.
As expected.
Keep it together.
And then just send him and say, I don't need this. And
He-
then you send them that Kermit gift that says you need this for your collection.
Oh,
That's right.
that's a Chizado from Licorice Recoil as well.
Birdie.
Nice birdie.
So they're making both.
Well, like how can you make one and not the other? They're like I mean they're both the stars of that show.
I mean, if you were just going by the fan art, you would think it was like a
Hole
Yuri
11.
romance
It's par
novel.
four.
or
Yeah.
something. I mean, you can't make one without the other. That's really what it comes down to being.
Pretty much.
I feel that.
Oh wow, they're making a scale figure and Nindos of both of them. Okay.
Where's my Kongming figure with the glasses? I want that.
Nah, never.
Yeah, never. We can't have nice things. Sorry.
We can't have the best non-romance, bro.
It's not even just nice things. We can't have good things either.
I guess in to talk about all kinds of announcements. So, Melty Blood news, we got Neko Arc, so that was not a surprise. And another Fate character.
Beautiful.
coming in. Free
Which Fate
downloads,
char-
of course. Which one is it?
Yeah.
Is it a fake character that everybody would know, or is it a fake character
It's-
that people?
It was it
playing,
Motorid? Was her name? Is that
Or-
one pink haired girl with pink haired
Purple
girl?
hair.
Yeah, purple. Okay, yeah. Like I see fan art of her all the fucking time, and I don't know
I was-
shit about that fucking character.
I was gonna say, like, you said pink is like, is it MASH? And then you said purple. It's like, okay, now you're testing me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me check.
I don't know. I kind of fell
Yeah,
out.
it's Match Carry Light.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of
That's
fell out.
different.
I
Is she
fell out
well
with
known?
that fucking game because like
Well, she's
I don't.
she's the star of like
Great
fake
going.
anime.
One of the stars. Okay.
Well,
Okay, that's good.
she's one of the stars, but like she's pretty much emblematic of that series. I associate her with.
Oh yeah, she was in
That's great.
Grand Carnival Phantasm, so you're right.
Well, yeah, like a lot of other things, but I'm just saying, like, she's generally considered the main female heroine of like Fate Grand Order.
Ah, that makes sense.
As somebody who played Fate Grand Order for like 3 months,
Cool.
that's my professional opinion.
Nice shot.
I'm still surprised to give you all these characters out for free, which is still kind of unheard of for most fighting games.
Careful of the gauge.
Well, that's something at least.
It's definitely something. And they said they're still gonna announce more characters, so at a later point. So, hey, good on them.
Where's my fruits basket?
Yeah. Amazing. Nice. Nice
Oh,
shot.
and then not so surprising news. Taxi Reborn, Ogre Reborn was confirmed. So I'll pick it up. I was playing the Vita PSV version for a long ass time, and like, might as well just play this instead. At least it'll be faster this way. I prefer that game over Final Fantasy Tactics, to be honest. Probably might sound like heresy to some people, but they're technically made by the same people, so
They're
I
basically
see.
the same game.
Pretty much, but I prefer one over the other. Quite more.
And it's on. Now then.
If I had to pick one, I would say like War of the Lions.
See, but that's still a fun game. I'm saying I prefer Tactics Ogre over War of the Lions. But
And that's fair too. But it also, when that got revealed, it basically just showcased like, yeah, well, we kind of already knew about that one.
Yep.
It just took a while for them to actually announce it.
Yep, and at least we'll have a few like small, quality of life changes they did, plus being faster too, which will help. And I guess the characters will level up by themselves, right? Based off the class system. So, although I'll just grind my ass off trying to find good weapons, because all the weapons to buy in that game are shit.
Nice approach. Birdie chance here.
Of course, there's lewd ulterior figures.
More of like thick Ryza.
Yeah. It's specifically Ryza. that's the only thing I ever see anything of from that series is Ryza or Ryza. I don't know how you
And
pronounce it.
that busted your girl for the second game. Cool.
It's kind of unfortunate because I actually still kind of like Atelier Rona.
Careful.
It's like the only one I actually like put like 4 hours into.
You can do it.
I still like those Iris games, at least 2 and 3. Don't give a shit about 1.
That's hard.
Those are the PS2 games, right?
Yep, the trilogy that we got here.
I never
Careful.
played them. Love the soundtrack for that series though.
Focus.
For those.
Yeah, you can ignore Atelier
Let's do
Iris
the right.
1. 2 is pretty fun, and 3 is a pretty different game. 1 and 2 are related to each other because 2 is a prequel to 1, but 3 is a completely standalone game.
That felt good.
Yeah, 3 is kind of weird. 3 is actually kind of a
Careful.
prototype for Monokemia.
Great.
During COVID.
Focus.
Nice. Varnish says like, yeah, Mash was
Next to the
a
right.
starting character you would get in Fake Grand Order. So yeah, a lot of people would associate her as the main character. And he says more Ryza, always Ryza.
That's right. Always Ryza.
There are no games in the Atelier series before that. Only after, and only her character, and only that character.
That's hard.
Every other character is insignificant compared to that character.
That's so. They also announced a holo from Spice and Wolf in a Chinese dress, and I'm like,
Okay.
it's a good looking figure, but I'm like, why? She's like that's not something that's in that
Okay,
show.
Can you give me the what's it called?
The link?
The hashtag. Yeah, just post a link in like Discord or something.
Yeah, I can do that. I'm posting it right now.
Because I want to look at this point.
Yuck.
4 to 12.
A 0
You know,
two
it's
figure
a
for
par
Drawing
3.
Friends.
Like it's a good looking figure, but it has nothing to do with the fucking show or the light novels.
To be fair,
Fan art. Or,
I was gonna say to be fair, in other shows, they've done the same thing and they
Yeah.
have nothing to do with
They
it.
always have,
Yeah,
we always have
yeah.
figures of them dressed up, cosplaying things that are not from the show. So
Yeah,
that's-
in like bunny outfits and shit.
Good one.
Yeah.
Or plus, the Chinese, that's like a pretty well-known type of cosplay too, so it's not too surprising.
I mean, by de facto, you could say it's like a traditional Japanese outfit in a lot of ways, just due to the fact of
It's
how
a go-to.
often
It's a go-to outfit.
Personally, I would rather see more Japanese maids. But hey, what are you gonna do?
There'll
Beautiful.
still be some of that for other kids.
All right, let's see here. Okay, I was just kind of curious how much this was.
Good
gonna
work.
cost. Let's see here. Ugh, that's a very even by 02 standards, this one's pretty ugly.
That's what I was talking about.
They announced one for Rin as well, so that's pretty cool. I'm sure Enron has already seen this, but I'm gonna send it to him.
Ren from Yuru Camp.
Yep, Lee Beckham.
There's another figure as well from Eurocamp that I saw.
Yeah. It's like my favorite character from the show. Yeah, they did Natsuko. They did 2 versions. One in her camping outfit and one in schoolgirl outfit. Ironically enough, I think she looks better without her in her schoolgirl outfit. Well, anything else that they announced that looks interesting for me to spend money on?
I don't know. I mean, it's more of the usual stuff. Like I usually the stuff that catches my attention is the stuff that you wouldn't really expect.
I mean, I'm saying that like just like kind of as a rhetorical question. I'm kind of just looking now.
Yeah.
Oh, they did make one for both.
Good
They made one
approach.
for Inoue and they made one for Richisato. They're making both. Okay, that's
Sloping
good.
down.
Yo, highest metal.
A break to the left.
Can't have one without the other.
You could tell I'm totally distracted by the Good Smile Twitter account because I'm playing terrible at golf right now.
Well, to be fair, so am I. I'm just kind of like looking. Hey, there's a pop-up parade of like Anya. It's only 1/4 scale though.
Yeah, I saw that.
They announced a fake model Violet for Persona 5 Royals. Oh, that's cute.
I saw the prototype of Jill, so I'm happy.
Let's
Careful.
Pegasus Miku.
So Mao, do you know who Tasty Steve and James Chen are?
Of course I know who they are.
James
No.
Chen, we know for a fact.
Well,
Why? What's up? What happened?
I think they're gonna do commentary for Street Fighter 6,
Oh,
like in
well,
real time. So.
I suppose Sobro would care about that. I don't care about the Street Fighter franchise.
You can do
This
it.
is true. I'm just giving you the guilty gear.
And I'm in terms of commentators like Tasty Steve and
That's hard.
Tasty Steve. I'm only entertained by Tasty Steve when he's paired up with Yipes, and I've never really cared about James Chen's commentary.
You can do it.
Fair enough.
Again, he mostly he mostly just commentates for Street Fighter and some other stuff that I don't really care about. So
Fair enough. I was gonna. Who was the guy that did all the Melty Blood skits from what was that one thing from the parking lot and everything? Whoever that guy was.
I don't know. I didn't know there was a skit.
Remember those Melty Blood skits where they were playing in the parking lot and in the Wawa's parking lot?
Those weren't skits. That was real life, son.
Okay, whoever's doing. That's right.
That's just real life.
Why couldn't they do more of those?
Those are just the facts of life, bro.
Circle of life. No, sorry, the cul-de-sac of life.
They were
just
the
gonna
true
let
gamers.
I'm just gonna let the timer run out because I'm curious about what's being shown here.
They were the true
Sorry, again, I was distracted.
Yep.
No, so am I. I'm getting distracted myself.
Yeah, fuck the Switch, yo, but play anywhere or the Steam Deck. It's about Melty Blood.
Rig up your PC in the fucking bathroom. Hell yeah.
Amazing.
During
Nice
COVID,
shot.
Hell yeah.
you can get COVID and a tetanus shot while in the
I
bathroom.
mean, you can play in your own bathroom too.
But you still be schooling on everybody else in that game, though.
And you don't have to worry about big crowds with that game.
You just have to worry about the crackhead trying to steal your shit.
Oh, dude, Yu-Gi-Oh had its nationals, and I could this was a few months ago, but I only shook my head and like kind of bitterly laugh at the people who basically like it was like every other post someone stole my shit. It's like, have you guys not learned to put like a fucking like harness on your backpack essentially at this point? Like,
Well, where were they holding it?
okay, you know how like you have how everything's in a backpack essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Amazing.
this is a really shitty thing, and this happens in every community, but like I've seen it before where someone will play interference and distract one guy and the other one just walks away with the folder, and the other person doesn't even realize it for a while. So
Well,
it's kind of
I
like
meant
that.
more I meant more where were they holding the finals?
Um.
Compton.
Very funny. No, Konami's too rich for that. I say that unironically. I
Oakland?
want to say Pittsburgh. No, Chicago. It was this year. This year, finally, after like years of COVID, it was Chicago.
Chi-Town.
Well, then that's fitting then.
Murder capital of the world.
Great. Yeah.
Ooh, nice shot.
Brazil is up there.
You show him. Yeah.
Let's see.
Brazil
What
is
else?
still number one.
You know, we just. Well, we're getting there, right?
Wasn't I think I saw someone doing promotion of Chainsaw Man in the anime, and their promotion there's like, in America there's been a terrorist attack, and you see a picture of Blight from Batman Beyond. Like, do you know how little that narrows things down?
Yeah, I distinctly remember this too. That's kind of like a Thanos thing. It's like, you killed my family. It's like, I don't even know who you are, or some crap like that. Ew. Rent a girlfriend figures.
Like, that Blight was the original one. Like, you killed my father. Do you know how little that narrows it down?
Whoa. Obviously.
Pop-up parade. Are pop-up parades going up in price again?
I hope not. I mean, the whole point of them was to make them like really good figures, but on the cheap.
Yeah, they don't need to be posable. They just need to look like semi-presentable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the whole fucking point of the line.
Hell, they don't even have to be
Bloody
that
chance,
detailed with like their sheeting. They
No
just
shit.
need to be good.
Oh, no shit. Discotheque picked up the Princess of Pilot. I read the novel for that. I've not seen the anime.
That's another studio that's gonna get bought up by Sony Corp.
Yep.
Could make a birdie.
I hope
And what,
not.
I think, what was it that's, what was that? Media Blasters that made a post or something, make some joke posts of like, of a girl hiding away from the Terminator, and the Terminator said Sony wanted to buy out Media Blasters. I'm like, how long have they been at death's door for?
As early as 2009, I want to say.
And they're still surviving. I don't know how.
I think
Suck
I think Chris was here and I made that joke to him, and it's like, dude, we've been saying that since like 2009. Man.
Nice. Nice bird.
Sony is to anime what Microsoft is to game studios.
Could make a birdie.
Western
Relax.
studios.
Mostly Western game studios. The funny thing is, like,
A birdie. Woo.
Got it.
Nice birdie.
now that I think about it, like, I don't know. I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to deal with the Funimation player anymore. That's all. That's all I said.
Well,
14.
even Crunchyroll's
It's
still
par
fucking
four.
that up somehow. Because the recent batch of Funimation shows they brought over, they fucked up the timing for the subtitles. So the subtitles for characters are showing up 5 seconds after the character has finished speaking.
Okay, Mal, it's all you now. I got distracted right there when I was listening to Highest Metal. I was like, oh no.
Nah, we'll see. We'll see.
Really?
Plenty of time for me to fuck up as well. Matter of fact, I might
There's
fuck
no-
up here.
There's no high-speed win, so you should be fine. But as far as like the Crunchyroll shit like goes with their timing, it's like, yeah, well.
Yeah.
All I'll
Well
say,
done.
I said it before and I'll say it again, is keep an eye out when the Funimation, when Crunchyroll's rates go up. That's the beginning of the end, if not sooner. Man, they announced a whole lot of like quintessential quintuplets.
Oh, there's
And the-
also that movie coming out too, so that's
Well,
probably-
yeah, it's all based on the movie. Like, I'm kind of looking at it. They all look pretty. Like, there's only one that's like kind of like that's actually been colored in as a prototype. So,
they're all busty, which helps.
I mean, well, you can't. Some of them you can't even tell with their outfits currently right now. Your girl is there too.
Yeah, but they're all the same size.
This is true too.
But
This
some are definitely more stylish than the others. So
this Nezuko Nendoroid is gonna make my friend go crazy. For some reason, he's like a huge fan of Nezuko.
Because he's got basic taste.
I mean,
Let's
it's
go with that.
I mean, I don't
I mean-
I like the show. I like the Demon Slayer show. I think Nezuko is okay, but like he's like, I don't know. He's like a huge fan of that character, and I don't get why she says nothing.
maybe he just likes the silent
dear.
type. There's a lot of people out there who like
Let's try
who
that
like
again.
Ray
Pete.
for the same reason.
I guess I like my characters that have personality.
I hope she's worth more than Ray, who's a recycled water bottle.
Wow, this is my day. This is my day to mess up.
See, Mom, with that joke, I put a little bit of thought into
Watch that
one.
power game.
That's all Ray is good for, being recycled.
I mean, I used to be really huge into the kind of like silent type
Cool.
in anime girls. Like that's why I like Yuki Nagato from Haruhi Suzumiya. Although that's a different archetype in
Nothing.
itself.
Yeah, she's more the intellectual type. So.
So it also helps she's a robot alien. So
Yikes.
God.
I still don't care about Demon Slayer. I
Alrighty.
have no interest in watching it.
Wow.
It's that it's super popular, so.
I only watched the first season. I thought it was good, but I just haven't bothered with anything after that.
So which one?
Demon Slayer.
Okay.
The
That's
plot-
basically where I am.
The plot gets progressively dumb.
Dumber. I
I'll
have
give-
heard by the end of it, like it kind of falls apart. That's basically what I heard.
I'll give credit to the author. He ended that shit when he could, rather than
Okay.
prolong that. So,
Whoa.
on the height of his popularity, so I can't think of too many authors that
Like even the
popular characters like that.
even like the recently animated arc, the whatchamacallit, the Red Light District arc, the Entertainment District arc, the stretch in logic was just it was too ridiculous. It was like everything that you just did and everything that you just said does not make any sense at all.
Oh, they announced a pop-up Cammy from Street Fighter. Looks decent.
Cammy?
I saw Chun-Li earlier as well.
Is it Street Fighter 6 or is it like?
It's 2 because she has to braid her hair.
Okay, I was just curious. That's all.
For the birdie.
I can't see it right now.
I think it's Street Fighter 2. I can't tell sometimes.
I'm on the Good Smile
Might be
website.
Alpha.
I'm not seeing it, so.
Sweet birdie.
Who joined
Yo.
us? Oh, Varnus. Man.
Yo, live on the road.
He lives.
He's on the road saving the world, one car ride at a time.
No. What is Toads called in
15.
Australia?
It's a
People like to
party.
run over all the time.
Toad?
There's like a really invasive toad in Australia. Everyone likes to run over all the time, and kill, but they can't die really. They keep
Toad.
multiplying.
Cool.
I'll think of it later.
I saw somebody call
New
the
Zealanders.
kangaroo the giant, the great Australian rat. Would you agree with that, Varnus?
I don't think a rat could beat your ass.
I've
Never been to New York then, have you?
cane toads.
The New York the giant rat is very well famous. It could give you
Which is
the
one of
plague
them.
at least.
Splinter's one of them.
Does anybody remember that kangaroo? That guy who fought that kangaroo when it was trying to kill his dog?
Yeah, he punched it and run away because he shocked my kangaroo by punching it in the nose.
He
Yeah.
was the ultimate Chad. He beat the
Good
fuck
work.
Yeah, the dog ran away scared. Not really care about its own.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No,
I remember
no.
I remember when I was in line for PSX and the news of that dropped. I was showing people in the line. It's like, dude, look at this man kicking the shit out of this roo.
Oh, you should watch that video of that man do skydiving. He's landing on a parachute. A kangaroo came up to it and beat the shit out of him. Guy wasn't even messing with it. He was landing
Oh, yeah,
somewhere
I
on the
saw that
parachute.
one.
The kangaroo came up to him and beat the shit out of him.
Amazing. Not bad.
Damn it, I missed it.
A lot of people don't know. Like when you feed the kangaroo, the weak point you want to go for is the leg.
On On the
Here's
green.
a leg.
Nose?
For the birdie.
Huh.
Sloping up.
Yeah, but I mean,
To the right.
if you go for the leg, doesn't that mean you're putting yourself in range of its greatest weapon?
No, because they mainly
Great
punch.
shot.
They're punching, not kicking.
Huh.
For the
Like
birdie.
the legs, like.
I'm nervous just watching.
They're barrel
Really?
hopping, not kicking.
Yeah.
That breaks
And
left.
it's the idea that like they hop into a punch, which is giving them greater force.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
So if you take out the leg, they can't hop as much. Then, or if you take out the leg, then they sort of.
Yeah, I think a wallaby uses his legs for kicking, but not a kangaroo.
They're basically natural Tekken
That's it.
fighters.
Well, yeah, people did also make the Tekken jokes around when that was happening.
Alex and
Or-
Alex
Could
Jr.
make a birdie.
Or
I'm
Al-
pretty sure the Tekken character, I mean,
Sloping
Tekken,
up.
like Tekken 2 or 3, that
break
was
to the left.
marked like
Roger, I mean.
occasionally-
That's Roger. Yeah, Roger was the name of the kangaroo for Tekken.
Yeah.
Are Australians cool with the wallaby? Speaking of it, is the wallaby like kind of like we're cool with the wallaby?
Just leave the wallaby alone. If it comes to your yard, just grab it by the back and just throw it across the fence.
Focus.
Throw it in, across the fence of your neighbor.
Yeah. If it's bothering you, but they won't probably. They're not aggressively different.
Yeah, wallaby's a lot smaller too. So
You're up, Yasin.
I did.
Nice, good cat. Nobody cares. We're currently just like going for the good smile like announcements that are just coming out of nowhere.
Oh,
Yes.
no
Oh.
shit. Roger has not been in any Tekken games. I did not know that. He's only been Tekken 2, 5, and 6. And
Yeah,
his son was
he
5,
hasn't
6.
been in very many of them. Like I only saw him in Tekken 2.
That's
like
way
back
premiered.
when- Yeah, way premiered.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
and
just-
Tekken Tag 2. So, yeah, not 3 and not 4. So, or 7. So, huh, slightly odd.
Summerfest.
Hole 16.
I wonder if
It's
Alex
par
is still
4.
on there. No, Alex has only been Tekken 2 and Tag games, so the Raptor doesn't need much.
Right.
Also, just a rule of thumb: when I'm on mute, it's me because if I'm either driving loud or my car goes.
I mean, that's
All
fair.
good. All good.
In about an hour, we're gonna transition over to like movie night. So
I'm gonna watch Who Killed Captain Alex because we got Commandos versus Tiger.
I nominate that for not for bad.
I thought it was
movie night.
Commandos versus Green Berets.
It's
Who
Tiger
killed Captain Alex?
I eat Green Berets for breakfast. Right now, I'm very hungry.
Drop the cookie now.
That's Kindergarten Cop.
No.
No,
Put the cookie down now.
It's not a tumor.
Yeah, but Who Killed Captain Alex? They reference so much cheap ass movie, but it's very entertaining, especially the English cut, the English dub of it. So where the director has a voice over everything, even the women.
You know, I think now that I think about Kindergarten Cop, I think that might have been the last classic movie night I actually saw in my theaters before COVID.
It's also
Nice,
the first and only time that Kurosawa met Arnold Schwarzenegger doing a set of Kindergarten Cop.
I did not know about that one.
Yeah, there's a famous picture floating around that the one time that Kurosawa met Arnold Schwarzenegger was on the set of Kindergarten Cop.
Why
You
was
can find that picture.
okay? Why was Kurosawa there? Of all things, like we're talking about Akira Kurosawa, right? The famous filmmaker.
Yes, yeah, he was just
And it's
he was in the U.S. and everything, probably just touring. He just met up with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Was in the 80s. That's his most infamous time period. So, those Kindergarten Cop of all things, but
I mean, Kindergarten Cop's not that bad of a movie.
I know, but I'm saying compared to like other movies, but it's still
Yeah.
Arnold still in his heyday during that time period. So.
Well, that was also around the time where he wanted to do like one hardcore action film and also do like a comedy film, like switching between the two.
Twins.
Like, Twins is one of them. Junior's another one. If you remember that movie.
I've seen it. I've seen it on UPN. That's how I know.
course, the ultimate one
Amazing.
is Jingle All the Way.
Alrighty.
Well,
I don't care what
Could make a
anybody says.
birdie.
That movie is awesome.
that movie's entertaining.
Downhill. Brake
And
to the
then-
right.
Hi,
That
Smell,
mo-
one of the things I love about that movie, you remember that scene where he fights the Santa? Someone did a skit from Yakuza 0, and they put the Mr. Shakedown music.
I think I've never seen that one.
Birdie
Yeah.
chance here.
Huh? You have not seen that one?
No, I've seen that one.
Oh, that is fan. It's very fitting. That's also the Big
Brake to
Show
the right.
playing as a big Santa in there, the wrestler.
Right. Speaking of Yakuza, on PS Plus currently right now,
Collection.
you can. Well, no, just PS Plus. Like the month of August, you can get Like a Dragon.
Oh, that's right.
Birdie, nice.
Yeah, I downloaded that and Tony
Just
Hawk, even though I have them
relax.
both on my Xbox.
I have my
Nice
PS4 version,
nice.
which I have not played yet. I'm just gonna upgrade to PS5.
A break to the left.
So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. They offer both versions. I'm probably gonna play the PS5 version and go play Tekken with online. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's not Tekken. It's Virtual Fighter 5, if I remember right.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
can,
I got
you
the
can
free
actually you can actually play Virtual Fighter 5 in Yakuza Like a Dragon with online, apparently. So
Yes, well, it's not. You can play Virtua Fighter games. A number of those games, like Virtua Fighter 2, has been a lot of Yakuza games in the arcade, but 5 is definitely. I believe it was Kiwami 2. You could play Virtual On in there as well.
Yeah. Well, you've been able to play like virtual on like almost all of them.
Nope, only one of them. That was the only one. Kiwami
wasn't
2.
there a magical railgun game that was basically just Virtual On?
That was
Yes.
that was a crossover game for the 360 in Japan.
17. It's a
Yeah, I think it was
par
just crossover content. I don't think it was like a full-on game.
It wasn't
Yeah.
a full-on game, but it was a weird collaboration. That's a console game. It's out in Japan, like the rest of the Virtual On games, but not gonna get a US release because
Sega don't care.
Sega doesn't care. Although
Sega needs-
you can import it. You don't need to know the language to play those games. It's an arcade game.
Okay, I'll take that. Let me see here. Virtual.
Or you could be a broke boy and try to play the
Oh.
Xenosaga mini game with like a low red Virtual On. The Eggs battle
Beautiful.
game.
Nice shot.
Actually,
I think
I vaguely remember it, but like it's been decades at this point.
It's been over 20 years. About 20 years, yeah. And I played Xenosaga 1 recently, a few years ago, so I...
Here it is.
still remember
I remember this now.
What?
Yeah, they did come out with another one. It was a certain magical railgun game, but it was a new Virtual On game as well. It was released on PS4 and PlayStation Vita.
And the 360, I believe, too.
Nope.
Not the 360? Never mind.
Nope.
You're probably
No.
right that way. I'm thinking about the other Virtual On games that got a compilation in Japan. They were
I'm
also
pretty
streamed on
sure-
Xbox Live in Japan, so that's probably what I got mixed up with.
Japan hated the 360, so
Yeah,
Well,
this
some of those games, they came out on
Hey,
Xbox
hey.
Live, so...
Keep in mind, Idolmaster on 360. Idolmaster 2 on 360 was apparently shit.
All the Sega Paint games were 360 only in Japan, which is kind of odd.
And it's because of Idolmaster 2 on 360 that we got Mickey. So
Mouse.
no. Very funny.
New York.
Yeah, this was the game I was tired about. I just posted in the Discord chat.
Good work. All right.
Oh, what was that?
Mondo.
Yeah. We're not starting for like another hour, so if you want to go get something to eat or do something else, feel free. So
Nah, I was just seeing what y'all were doing.
we're just doing
Trying to
our
play some
usual golf
and we're gonna watch a movie afterwards.
Oh yeah.
And
How's the
while
golf
talking
going?
about like the. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. We're just
Nice
on our
shot.
like one of our last
Okay.
goals, so we're just like this one and that and the next
Whoa.
one after that, and then we're probably gonna
For the
start up another game, and then after that, that'll be enough to like burn his fruit to the other one.
Sloping down.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
A break to the right.
While
Yeah,
talking
I-
about the political state of the United States and
like usual.
the fact that like the fact, what is it, Argentina official currency is like cryptocurrency.
Wait, they're pulling in El Salvador?
Yes.
That's the
El Salvador. That's the one. Yeah, Argentina's doing it
Yeah.
too. But yeah.
Careful.
Yeah.
So
Also-
no, my apologies. Yeah. El Salvador is the one. You are
Up here,
absolutely right.
maybe?
To be fair though, like
Argentina is
It-
promoting it too, though.
yeah. I just, and like I said, like the only reason I thought it was like I remember it is just because like I thought it was like ridiculous. They were building
Oh, the
geothermal
birdie.
plants to mine Bitcoin. It's like you
Go,
could have
guys.
used, you could do so much more than
A
that.
break to the
I
You
left.
could
think
put that
Argentina's
energy into
better off
curing
with it.
cancer.
Huh?
You could put that energy into like curing cancer or solving climate change, but no, we're just gonna burn more shit into the environment for what? Fake money?
Yes.
Personal
Personal
money.
money?
Yeah.
Make money for overzealous greed. Yeah.
They could be building fucking Stonehenge from fucking Ace Combat, damn it. No, find this stupid shit.
Nice ahead.
Well, we could also just like you said, we could technically cure cancer with that by just
For the birdie.
using that energy to create supercomputers
Don't
that
rush it.
full
Sloping up.
complicated
Break to the
calculations
right.
like we did on the PS3.
Or make the
years
most
and years and
expensive
years
use
ago.
of sex dolls.
I think I had left my PS3 on for at least like to do 3 cycles of the calculation. So
I once left,
if we can do it on the PS3, we can certainly do it now.
I once left my computer on for like almost 6 months straight, and nothing bad happened. I do the same with my laptop, and I fry my SSD.
I forgot I had my laptop on for like the past 5 months, and then I was like, why is everything moving slow? And I checked my Windows update, and it's like,
Last
wow,
one.
I'm behind like 5
Hold
updates, so I had to do that.
It's a par 5.
It's incredible. I can't imagine. I mean, I still turn off my
Alright.
devices, but if I feel like I need to leave it on, I will. So.
My laptop, I put it in hibernate, so if I'm not using it, so when I close it, I don't use it. I really like usually like 1 or 2 days out of the week, mostly for our Discord for our golf streams. Everything else I use my netbook.
I haven't used my laptop in months, and I just use it as a secondary PC, pretty much.
Yeah,
It's
but I-
just a-
I mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean
using
that's
it talking to you
technically
guys
what it's
right now,
supposed
so-
to be.
I mean, my laptop was designed to be a desktop replacement laptop, but it's like 10 years old. And I just slapped Linux on it and gave it some more RAM and an SSD. It's a thing.
Amazing.
Kind of weird, huh?
Whoa.
I'm paranoid. I like to turn off all of my devices, even at a circuit level.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm not even doing anything on my netbook to anything. I still have to put like a tape over like all the cameras and everything, because I'm still paranoid about that shit too. I don't use any of that shit, but I still have it taped up.
Too many dark web stories has made me paranoid with that. So,
I'm
yeah.
a paranoid about it.
The one story,
Cool.
the one old like creepypasta about like I was not safe enough on the deep web like scared the shit out of me for like months.
Oh, wait, is that not isekai anime? Or
No,
story?
it's about the guy. It's about the guy
Very
who.
funny, Rasmus.
It sounds like what?
It's about some tourist on a dark web who stumbles upon some like, you know, some like snuff live stream where it's like happening in real time, and he just instead of like noping the fuck out, he's like starts saying it's like, you guys are sick, and then a bunch of those guys on that site just start like trolling him and
All right.
like, you know, say a lot of fucked up shit to him.
There was the same thing kind of happened to me for a little bit, like 3 years ago, about the Monkey House. I don't know if you've heard about that one.
Which
Right.
one is that?
It's called. It was basically the dark web. It's a dark web story where it's like somebody said, "Well, I got into a hacker goes into the wrong place of the Monkey House."
All right.
I think I still have the video. If you wanna scare the shit out of yourself tonight, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, sure, I don't mind. But yeah, it's just I'll send you the fucking creepypasta that I read. This is like years ago. It's like
Yeah, what's a
like-
creepypasta? Was that what inspired all those Five Nights at Freddy games?
I guess
Kinda?
nobody else grew up on Live Leak, huh?
I mean, I remember my mom telling me when I was a kid, just like, don't go on Rotten.com, and I never did because it was enough to not really do that. But I've seen enough live leak to, yeah.
Wow, I don't even follow any of this shit. It sounds stupid, all this.
Well, live
No,
leak,
I mean, you
unfortunately,
just stumble
is
on
gone.
it.
Yeah, live leak is gone now, so you don't have to worry about that. But
Yeah.
man, was those some fucking times.
I mean, I would never go out of my way to find that shit, but I have definitely seen some shit online.
Hey man, come on man, Wayback Machine, go help yourself.
Yeah.
Hey, you just got to go on Twitter and type in the happening, and you get exposed to some real
great.
shit there.
Man, that game was almost 10 8 years ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still like one of the most famous hacks in all of the internet.
Mhm.
Hell, I can go right now and find Brie Larson completely nude right now.
Interesting. Oh, yeah.
She was part of like one of the celebrities who.
That's the one who plays Captain Marvel, right?
How's that?
Yes.
That is,
She was also the heroine in Kong Skull Island.
and she's
That
currently
breaks
well.
left.
She says this lightly, but I'm pretty sure she's serious. She wants to play Samus Metroid as well. So.
That would be
Make
cool.
a birdie.
Hey, she could play a good Samus.
As expected.
Do your best.
Oh, they announced
break
Figma
to the
of Mio from Xenoblade 3. I'm not surprised. Not surprised.
I finally got into GBO 2 this past week.
I hate that game.
I hated that game for a while, and then I finally got a bunch of good rounds, and I'm like, oh shit, I'm addicted now.
I can't stand the fucking melee
I like-
combat in that game.
It is a pain in the ass because it's like, oh, the enemy CC melee, triangle.
Birdie.
Marvin.
Not even just that, just stun lock. By the way, stun lock.
Yeah, that's kind of what turned me off of the game, and then I figured out it's just, you can stun lock players by aiming for the legs.
Also, who the fuck decides, oh yeah, the cooldown for melee is a good idea?
Oh shit!
That is stupid.
I'm gonna delete that.
Just send that in my DM.
Okay. I was and then it accidentally got into the main server, so I immediately deleted it.
What?
Hey,
shot.
we've all done that, and we've all done it with worse things.
I have no idea.
I don't know. This video is still pretty bad, in my opinion.
It's not like you're posting videos of Chechen war crimes.
Yeah, you're fine. I mean, oh, it's a scary creepypasta video. It's like,
No, get it right.
We're gonna give you-
Ukraine Nazis.
No, I'm talking about
Nazis.
war crimes, Chechen war.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm saying according to Russia, the Ukrainian Nazis instead.
yeah,
But the difference is like somebody actually did do that like in a chat before.
I know what I'm saying, but Putin doesn't give a shit. He'll frame on them too.
yeah, he'll say it's like, oh, Ukrainians are Nazis, we gotta invade them. I'm pretty sure you analyze any country, there is going to be Nazis, and there are going to be right-wingers even in high positions of government, you know? It ends
Yeah,
up
you
kind of
tend to
being a
be.
moot point.
To quote The Dark Knight again, even though it's kind of pretentious, it's also pretty relevant. Like you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Yeah,
Remember, knowing is half the battle, and the other half is seeing some fucked up shit.
yeah, Joe.
Well, Sphinx.
Wait, did you just say
And then-
Sphinx?
Yeah, I did say Sphinx.
Sphinx.
And the other one is knowing is half the battle, and the other half is violence.
The violence has escalated. I am just posing with one of my Robot Damashi kits right now.
Which one?
It's a gym light armor.
Oh, that one. Sure, but
Yeah, I don't really get a bunch of Robot Damashi kits because, one, they're expensive, and the ones that I want are even more expensive.
most of my robot damashis are the metal robot ones, so
Yeah, the ones I want are mainly MSV and, like, shit that isn't a model kit.
All
Like,
right, room's open, but this will probably be the last one for the night. So
Okay.
Yeah, like, one of the
So
ones I
if
want
you-
is
So feel free to file in if you want to.
No, I'm
Actually,
turning on my
put the game on
PS5.
Hey, Enron.
Yo,
He lives.
yo, hey, Enron. We haven't started yet, but how's your PC?
No, I was just doing some work. Well, some leftover work from last year when I was contracting.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, did you get hired?
No, I haven't gotten the offers yet. I thought they're supposed to offer me this week sometime, but nobody called or emailed. So I'll get in touch with them next week. Although their HR system, because I use Workday, their HR system did kick out an email to me. The same kind of email I get when somebody approves when somebody approves my shit for another interview or more contact or something. I got another one of those emails, so like I know I haven't been rejected yet. So
Okay.
I'm just waiting to hear
Alright.
back from them. But no, I was doing some work earlier, just from my leftover from the small jobs I was picking up like several months ago.
That's fine. Enron, do you want to play for tonight, or are you sitting out?
I might as well just sit out.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna start
Alright.
around 10:30. So
Yeah.
I still nominate the. I still want to nominate Blind Fury for a bad movie night. For movie night.
Blind,
this
Fu-
point,
Blind,
if
Blind
people-
Fury is
there's-
it's kind of hard to get our hands on.
It's on Amazon. Amazon Prime with the subscription.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, we've gotten so many like recommendations in like
Yeah.
the last week. Like we kind of don't need to think of like the next one.
Mhm.
Like at this point, like the one that's like currently ahead of the pack is like either Robot Jots or Maximum Overdrive.
I'm in Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum
kid.
Overdrive.
Hey,
My dad
Mal,
loves that movie.
Mal has said like he has it. So
I do.
The
Oh,
fun
never
Right.
mind. I take that back. I thought it was on Amazon Prime Video, but I guess it's not anymore.
Yeah,
The
like
funny
I
thing
said,
is-
it's kind of hard to get my hands on a copy.
yeah.
The funny thing is, the Green Goblin truck from Maximum Overdrive is still in use today.
Is it?
Oh.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's funny.
it's still
The-
transporting shit all around the country.
The true origin of the Green Goblin.
I think there's more than one of them. I actually used to have I had a little Matchbox toy of it when I was a kid.
I never knew they made like Kenner toys for like the original Alien movie in the late 70s.
Yeah, they
Hey.
did.
Kenner used to make a lot of shit in the late 70s and like early to mid 80s.
I just know them for Star Wars and then like the weird advertisements I saw when I was watching the holiday special when I was like a little kid.
The
Uh,
one
I-
toy Kenner did not make were Ken dolls.
Very funny.
Kenner,
I just remember the story with like the infamous Empty Box Star Wars campaign.
Yeah, the early bird kit
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah, where like Star Wars was gonna be became so popular they couldn't fill demand, so they sold you an old like an early bots that was with the promise that they would get more. So
yeah, because they needed to put product on the shelves and they didn't have them, so that's what they had to do. I think they
There's a-
covered that in that Toys That Made Us about Star Wars.
I think I saw that clip
I
actually.
think it was also in like Empire of Dreams as well, the Star Wars documentary.
I don't remember that part in that one.
It was a very brief. It was a very brief one, but it was in there.
But yeah, Kenner used to be a big a huge company back in those days.
Yeah.
Highest
I forget-
metal,
I
Yomathon.
forget who bought them.
think
I'll just
Hasbro
wait
did.
until the movie.
Okay. I just asked because like I was waiting and I didn't know
I think
if I
Hasbro.
should sort of throw in or
Uh,
not.
I was gonna say I think Hasbro did because after Kenner went like defunct, Hasbro got the rights for the Star Wars toy, and they
Well, it
used the
could just be
Kenner
that
name
they-
on them.
It could just be that they just bought the rights. So I don't know. I don't know who bought Kenner, but Kenner went away for a good long while.
Yeah.
They brought up by Mattel.
I don't know. Could be. Have to look it up.
So Enron, how bad was your various discords when it came to Hololive today?
I didn't really, not really
Let's
look
go.
through Discord today. Be kind of busy, so I don't know why. What happened with Hololive?
So a music video got released, and it was spicy and not.
Oh, that one. That was like, dude, that was like 4 days ago.
No, this was last night.
Another one got released.
Yeah, but this was not lewd. This was spicy for a completely different reason.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard
What
that.
happened?
What happened?
So it was a music video for one of the characters supposed to be like a guardian of civilization or whatever. But in the music video, it makes various references to various disasters in human history.
Oh, what?
So there was one
example.
Well, the first one is of the bubonic plague.
Oh.
The second one
Hold
is
one.
of the Titanic.
It's par 4.
The third one is of the Hindenburg, and then the fourth and last one was of the Challenger space shuttle explosion.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
not in good taste.
They didn't do Chernobyl?
No. So Cover was like, we're gonna take this down.
Of the 4 that you listed, one is not like the others.
It's like, holy, I mean, granted they had a fan animator, like, she basically commissioned him to make it, and apparently she never gave him like any instructions, she just basically went, do whatever. And so, he turned it in like 30 minutes before it aired, so nobody had time to check over it.
Famous last word.
So it's like, holy shit.
Famous last words, not to be confused with the other famous last words, hold my beer.
Like, you can still find like mirrors of it on like YouTube and shit like that.
Oh,
It was like, yeah, Cover and Mume have decided to take it down and private it because of various reasons which we will not specify, but very obvious.
Is there a mega upload?
Probably.
Media fire.
You can easily find it on YouTube, like, it's, like, people have been re-uploading it and shit like that. It's like, it was only up for like a few hours.
And there's probably some Hololive like
So good.
extravagant guys that basically download everything and they just happen to get that one.
Oh yeah, that's always a given.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard shit about that. I don't know if people I don't know if the people care in my Discord that much about that. I don't know. I don't know shit about YouTubers other than what I come across in like my Discord. So
I'm not really into Hololive, but I watch some of them. I find some of their stuff funny. But yeah, I think that's crazy.
That's not gonna end well.
Let me see if I can find it. 'Cause it was only like a 2-minute long video, but it was just still like, holy shit.
I will allow it.
I will allow it for research purposes.
Well, chances are he's gonna post a YouTube link, which is perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's YouTube. It's not like...
Usually when I delete links, it's
Amazing.
really when I have to worry about we have to worry about the
All
website,
right.
and I don't want people going to weird places.
Yeah. I think the weirdest site that I've, like, linked a lot is just, like... And I don't even link the site, I just use pictures of Dalong, and that's, like, a database.
yeah, I've seen Delong before.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, YouTube will delete it itself.
Yeah.
Well, like, it's nothing like graphic, it's just like very on the nose, if you know sort of a thing.
Yeah.
Like if you're versed in your history. But yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't seem nearly as spicy as what happened like 4 days ago with that other fucking video.
Look at it, like you said, it's a different type of spicy.
Watch
Like
that go
a
again.
little meltdown. What?
No, this is something like that. Like lewd stuff gets a lot more attention and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna delete that.
Oh yeah, so Enron, now that you're here, I was gonna bring it up because there's a weird ass Gundam manga out there called like Gundam Revenge or something.
Gundam sequel?
Yeah, Gundam sequel is one where the world's like destroyed by Gundam. It's got some like weird ass shit, like the female main character being set on fire.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, I only the most recent thing I saw for Gundam was
Just redux.
I just read like
Downhill.
Gundam versus Ideon,
That breaks left.
the manga.
There's a Gundam versus Ideon manga?
It's one of those like weird like Bon comic, like obscure like manga things. So it's like really old.
One thing I actually...
It's like
It is really
Despair.
old.
Despair Memory Gundam sequel is the name
That's
of
the
it.
one. Yep.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. No, I've never heard of this, but you know what? I've complained
It's all
before
good.
about all these fucking Gundam manga that get stuck in they get shoved in that fucking
Downhill.
Gundam magazine shit. and it's just a bunch of random crazy manga that people
The
come up
thing
with.
is, it's not a UC thing. It's its own separate manga. It's like
Yeah,
timeline. It's weird.
Yeah, cool, but like it's still you're still just part of your normal wacky Gundam manga shit that comes out and like nobody even realizes the shit exists except for hardcore Gundam fans.
Hey,
I don't even know what half of these are, so.
Yeah, the thing is that the Gundam manga, they don't give a shit. They let them do whatever. The anime is something that they're pretty strict on what you can do and what you can't do. Manga's like half at it. No one cares.
I have zero interest in any of these manga, including this one. Like, I just don't care. Like, there's so many of these that it's impossible to keep up with.
Yep.
And like you said, like they don't give a shit about continuity or whatever. They just something that somebody thought would be cool to make a story of, and they fucking do it.
Actually, if I could probably say it, Gundam manga actually has a worse good to bad ratio than Gundam games, which is saying something.
Yeah, I just don't have any care for any of this. Like, is it cool?
It's more of like a weird like shock value thing, which is not really mean much at the end.
Right.
Apparently there's a Witch of Mercury manga out, and it's like super fucking graphic.
No, it's not the Witch of Mercury. It's just that's the Despair one. So the Witch of Mercury has not had a manga either.
Yeah,
this is the one.
Anything yet except for that.
Yeah, this is the one where a woman's being set on fire and everything. That's the Despair manga. It seems like she's a witch. That's the confusing thing. So.
Well, because I saw in the comments someone said Witch of Mercury, and it was like, huh?
Nope, it's not. They said this. They said this is the real witch right here. That's what they're comparing it to.
I think that's basically whoever made that comment was making a joke.
Yep, that's pretty much what it was. I saw that same comment that he saw about it. It's like, this is the real Witch of Mercury right here. Or the real witch.
All I know is shit was fucked.
Yep. Still less plot armor than Kira Yamato.
I'm gonna need you to refer to him as to his official title, Jesus Yamato.
Jesus Yamato. All right.
That's right.
Our Lord and Savior.
Our Lord and Savior.
He comes back after 3 flashbacks.
Sir Kakuya.
I've used that one a number of times, but it's a big true.
And on the first day, the meteor came out of nowhere.
Man,
and on the second day, blew up.
Do I need to go over the bullet points on Jesus's resume? Yikes. My man, please don't. Okay, I won't. Because then we'll start shitting on Seed, and it's remastered. That's now on Gundam Info.
I did see that, which I thought was kind of hilarious.
Info, that is. And they put Charles Content back up on there as well.
Thank God I fucking unsubscribed from Gundam Info.
Well, I already subscribed. I just go on every now and then to watch stuff. So.
No, but it's like when it fulfills your subscription feed of like, here's build fighters and fucking Thai subs, here's fucking build fighters and Viet Cong subs, like over and over, and it's like.
Yeah, it does that to me too.
You actually look at your subscription tag. That's kind of weird. I just look at my recommendations, and that's all I do.
I just have favorite, but I'm not even signed into YouTube 90% of the time. Only for
I don't even do any of that stuff. Like when I go to YouTube and that homepage pops up, I'm like, cool, whatever. I never even look at any of the stuff that's on it. And I just type in what I'm looking for and go.
Yep.
Yeah, I use my subscriber tag, so because usually if it's somebody like they don't watch their videos, so.
I've subscribed to so many like channels on YouTube that I just don't even like. I can't even manage them anymore. There's so many.
I only follow me like 2 or 3 things. I'm not even logged into YouTube anymore, guys. Especially I don't want to see those stupid like recommended like videos and everything. Because they even worse for you if you're signed in. So.
Yeah, I just stay signed in, but like whenever I want to
sign in, because that's the only way I can manage like my YouTube playlist.
Whenever I want to watch a video from somebody that I haven't seen in a while, I'll like just search for them in my subs, and then when I find them, I'll see that they've posted like 15 new videos since the last time I watched them.
I just bookmarked the page and go back to it later rather than go on YouTube itself over and over again. So.
Man, my bookmarks are already like too unmanageable. Like, my bookmark file probably got like 8,000 things on it at this point.
Yikes!
That's basically the same thing for mine. It's too unmanageable.
I think I
have to search. I have to actually do a search in my bookmarks to find anything because there's so many.
Yikes!
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a very simple
At some
guy.
point or another, the more you save things, the more unmanageable it becomes.
True.
So.
Yep. Stop now. Good approach. Just relax.
So, what's everybody eating for the movie tonight?
Um,
I just had a burger earlier.
I had pizza earlier.
I had a fajita burrito earlier for lunch.
I didn't really have anything planned, but I might heat up some chicken nuggets,
Some nuggies.
some nuggies.
Yeah, my
Careful.
stash of munchies.
Cheap
If I
trash
could.
food for a
here, maybe?
popcorn flick.
That breaks left.
Frozen nuggies though.
I mean, they're not gonna be frozen by the time I throw them in the oven.
I was about to say you're not gonna microwave them, are you? Because like
No,
microwave
that's awful.
nuggies are always, yeah, they're always,
I might as well chew on rocks.
I know. No, not rocks. Is that they get like if you microwave frozen
turn to
chicken
rubber.
nuggets, they turn to rubber. Well, not rubber, but they're soggy and just like limp and not good.
No, before I started the stream, I took them out of the freezer and put them in the refrigerator, and then I'm just gonna throw them in the oven for while the movie's playing.
Nice shot. Nice.
They'll be done halfway through. Or halfway through the movie.
I don't even know what I'm doing for dinner. Probably nothing. Probably.
I'm
I-
probably
I-
before the movie we start the movie. I'm probably gonna heat up a can of beef stew.
I've been
Just
a
for the-
bagel bites for a long ass time.
I've
Hold
been wanting
three.
beef stew for
It's
a long
par
time,
four.
and I've been sitting on this can for a while too.
Good old Dinty Moore never let you down.
It really doesn't. It's very good.
I used to eat the shit out of that when I was a kid, but I haven't had Dinty Moore out of a can in probably 25 years. It's been a long time since I've had it out of a can, but I used to eat the shit out of it when I was little. I can't imagine it's actually. Well, I shouldn't say that because I haven't had it in 25 years. But like, just looking back on it and thinking about canned beef stew, like in my head, it's thinking there's no way that can be good.
Well,
But I did used to like it, a long time ago. So.
you know what isn't good? World War II water. Pat
Go, go, go.
Nice shot.
Yeah, that was an issue. Also, filling old oil tanks filled with your drinking water was also not a good idea because they never cleaned them out.
Oh, you're just talking
Yeah.
about things in tins.
Basically, things that would get stuffed into a can and stuff like that. Because years ago, my family had found like this storage unit. I don't know where we got it, but somehow, some way, we ended up possessing like these tin cans that were filled with drinking water from like that era, but they were all lead. So like they were completely worthless to drink out of.
So
What
you,
lead's
you
that?
ended up with lead soup?
I wish. I wish it was healthy.
Yeah, no, there was a problem during World War II where, like, they would take empty gas and oil, like, drums and, like, fill it with drinking water and send it out to the troops.
So good.
And it's, like, weird, oh, it's just a container, whatever, and it's like, you didn't bother to clean it out, so everybody's getting sick.
Stop now.
Yeah, health standards and everything were not really a big thing, even especially in wartime back then. So.
Well, they also kind of just didn't know either.
Yeah, because it also on a time period. Because, yeah,
Well, no, they knew it was bad, it was just,
they
nobody
bought
bothered
it.
to fucking
There
do
wasn't no
anything.
regulations against it, so.
Hit that ball.
I mean, there's also back then where it's saying if you want to eat healthy, eat a bologna, eat a ham
Nice shot.
sandwich.
I mean, I still do.
Same. Love me a ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese is not really healthy.
Nothing is fucking
that's-
healthy.
Nothing is
that's
fucking
the joke.
healthy, okay?
That's the joke.
All that sodium.
If you really want to be healthy in
that
your
fat.
daily life, you don't eat anything outside
Great
of
shot.
like just taking the various vitamins and minerals out of a bottle and just eating that.
A lead bottle.
Too bad.
Can't even live off of that.
That's the point.
Bonk.
I made it out of there, so
Yeah, you did make it out.
I'm surprised.
This Yasuba is actually
Oh,
extremely
damn
good.
it, so close.
Yeah. I can't stop looking at it. Oh, they made they made one of the Big O, the Mega Deuce.
I'll be right back.
That sounds like that's me after a big meal.
Same. You after coffee every morning.
Oh my gosh, they made Yuma. They made a Yuma from World Trigger.
Really?
Yeah, they made a Nendo of Yuma. This is so cool.
Did they get Chica?
Chica?
Not Chica yet. But he looked cool. Oh man, I hope it's not one of those unposable like World Trigger or unposable like Nendo figures, which they've been doing lately. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but like lately, Good Smile's been making Nendos where you can't really pose them. They're just very chibi, and you can't really move them around.
There's kind of varying quality.
Speaking
Oh,
of,
there it is. I see it.
figures, they announced Boys of Reunite figures of all things, so it's unexpected.
For all 10 fans.
Sloping
One
up.
of them. It's a fun, little wacky, fantasy mecha show. So
Hey man, was that Stan Lee I just saw?
Yeah, it was Stanley.
What?
I also did a double take.
I wasn't like what?
Careful. Think fast. Relax.
Okay.
That's hard.
I don't know if we need that, but okay.
Yeah, I don't know who asked for that, but okay.
The Stanley estate asked for it. Okay.
You haven't filled your quota of Stanley today.
Or ever,
Hold a four.
for that matter.
It's a par 3.
I need to send this to my friend so he can spend money he doesn't need.
Ah, I see you two are a man of culture.
Kinda like what Enron did to me in that fucking vinyl Discord.
Yeah, what I do to my friend all the time whenever there's these Good Smile announcements.
I wish I had money I didn't need.
Hang in there, bro. Hang in there.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
God, I need to find that picture again of like the Kermit the Frog
Nice shot.
at a convention that says like I
Suffering
don't
from
need this, and
success.
his dark side says you need this for your collection.
And it's hot.
I know it's on my phone, but
Yes, if you ever find
What?
it, post it in Discord so I can send it to my friend, so he can curse my name.
Oh, Enron,
wow.
I was gonna say, I noticed this too when I was playing Xenoblade 3. There's a character in there, guest hero character. He has a little scope dog eye thing on the lens on his head.
Nice shot.
He's a mechanic
Stop!
too. He's
Stop!
a
Stop! 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 Ah,
What?
fuck me. I was talking about the golf ball.
Ah, okay. Xenoblade 3 still fun and also a little more fucked up than I expected.
Great.
I've heard the opposite.
What, Xenoblade 3?
Yeah, that it is messed up, but it kind of loses its way midway through the game. That it's not as fucked up as it could have been.
Well, the thing is, the things they're going for is not really new to the series, so I just didn't expect it to go that route just
Cool.
I'm fine with it.
I've just heard things. I can't really comment on the game. I haven't seen anything.
Stop now.
Yeah, but the thing I'm talking about, it's been in the series, so it's nothing exactly new. I didn't really expect to go bring that up in this game, so which is fine. I have met expectations.
Yeah,
All I know
this-
is I got $200
that's
for my
unplayable.
birthday and really spent it on vinyl.
Well, you bought that one, the Valhalla set, so that was the most of it. So,
Yeah.
so that thing's 100 and...
I paid like 100.
How do I declare it unplayable? I forget.
Options and look for unplayable.
Not that options.
And then my neighbor gave me a whole bunch of vinyl like a few months ago. And like shit I don't care about, so I'll just sell all of that. to go buy more.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not giving me what I'm looking for.
yeah, it's there.
Fuck, I'm about to time out too. Fuck it.
Just take the hit, man.
Yeah, I have to take it.
Yeah. Great shot. Nice shot.
Oh, that Valhalla set was like
Water.
$120, I think.
Yeah,
Make a duo.
that's about as much as I paid,
I'm mad for you.
Oh, now you show me declare unplayed. Fuck you, Gabe. Fuck you.
I paid a lot more than that for mine. I'll say that because I bought mine before the represses.
though.
I
Yeah.
was just like, I know it's gonna get repressed. I don't know when. I just fucking want it, so whatever. So I bought it off.
Oh.
I bought it
What
unopened
did you
off
buy?
somebody on eBay. The Valhalla
approach.
like complete soundtrack vinyl set.
Birdie chance here.
It's like
To get that.
It's like 6 albums.
Sloping out.
Yep.
Oh, wow,
Right
wow. I
to
just
the
thought of a great movie.
Valhalla, you're talking about the bartending
Yeah,
VM,
Yep.
right?
yeah.
Valet,
The
not
deluxe
Valhalla.
like Super God vinyl set of that thing is super amazing, and it's been repressed like 3 times now because it sells out whenever they do it.
The music in that game is so good.
Yes, it is.
It is pretty good, but I will say that when I got into listening to all of the albums, the stuff that's on like the last couple of albums wasn't nearly as good as
That's generally how shit goes, though.
the stuff on the first couple, like the first 3.
Well, apparently those last ones are like bonus ones that they had specifically for the vinyl. So
For
Oh,
the
they're
birdie.
printing Reservoir Tsubasa, Nendo's.
Yuck.
Here maybe.
I don't even
Hey,
know.
A
I
big
like
selection.
that. I like that series. I just never seen the anime because apparently everybody says it sucks.
It's terrible.
Mind
My sister
numbingly
likes
boring.
Reservoir.
Is what it
Yeah,
is.
my sister likes that manga, and she saw the anime and she was like, no, this isn't any good.
Oh,
You know what
look.
anime I am hyped for this year.
Evangelion Papa Parades. Shock.
Sloping out.
Even will never die.
Breaks to the right.
Yeah.
No, it never dies. Never. Ever.
It's just rebirth over and over again.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah,
Where you could
how
say
dare
they-
you? How dare you?
No,
Never death, always
Evangelion
rebirth.
has a death and then they rebirth.
That's the
I literally owned that DVD because I was a moron as a kid.
Oh,
Nice
the
enough.
Death and Rebirth movie.
Sloping out.
Yes.
Isn't Death and Rebirth the
Breaks to the
clip show?
right.
Yes,
It's a
yes.
compilation.
It's a compilation clip show.
Oh, Mao, I just thought of a movie that this I'm not really serious about this movie night.
Careful.
Evolution.
Nice pause.
Right. Easy now.
Dragon Ball.
Sloping out.
No.
Well, now, which
Evolution.
evolution? The one
Alien
with David Duchovny?
vision. Yes.
Molder.
Mulder.
Is that the one with the where they use Head and Shoulders to beat the alien?
That's
Or is
Yes.
that another one?
Yes. So the smiley face logo with the 3 eyes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite part was
It's
Well, that could be-
basically it was supposed to be Ghostbusters for a new generation.
Ghostbusters
It wasn't.
instead. But I remember this one scene. He's like,
Hold fast.
he's like, don't take the
It's a
leg, don't take the
parkour.
leg. It's going up the crotch.
Take the
Come on,
leg! Take the leg!
Oh, I found it now.
That was that Orlando Jones,
Yeah, I think so.
comedian.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
I remember.
because he had a career at that time.
Drink 7, up yours.
Yep.
What did you find
Make
out of?
7 up yours. It was make 7 up yours. That's what it was. Make 7.
Oh, the thing.
Yeah.
Hold on, Mal.
Yeah,
Such a stupid dumb marketing.
I'm totally gonna link it to my friend.
I was thinking of buying an E2046
I should download this picture again because I can't find it again in my
of the
pictures.
of the Nero from.
Oh, it's on
What?
HBO Max. Yes.
I was looking at resin kits on E2046. They're like the big like
Oh.
resin recaster. Not confused with the one furry porn site, but you know.
What?
E61 is the fucking furry porn. 2046 is the resin site.
You know,
I don't have
There's
patience
some-
for resin kits.
Cool. Nice shot.
You know, there's a
It's a note today.
funny story. Somebody I know that that actually went to like Japan and actually walked into a store that sold like
Now
books of hentai and stuff like that. They have like a whole message. They have like a whole thing of like furries essentially, and it's like 3 levels.
Wow.
It's like furry level 1, 2, and then mats apparently.
I'm guessing they have a queer level or a LGBT level or whatever.
Watch that power gauge.
Can't verify.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
That's a little more niche over there, but there's more dedicated stuff for that.
I mean, I went to a con, and I only went the first 2 days because the third day my mom tested positive for COVID, and I'm like, you know what? I ain't getting other people sick. I'm just gonna show up for 5 minutes to pick up the kit that I submitted for the model kit competition, which I won.
Nice shot.
And then just fucking dipped.
Yeah.
Anime was a mistake.
Good work.
I hate that phrase.
I never got tested positive for COVID yet, despite all of my rest of my family members testing positive for it. So
I hate that meme of like a Hayao Miyazaki because he never said that.
Alrighty.
Oh shit! Oh, that was close. I got excited. I got excited there for a second.
Damn.
By the way, my friend, he laughed at that meme.
Oh, like Kermit?
Yeah.
Me, I save money for your things you need.
Yeah, his exact quote was.
You need this for your club.
Yeah, his exact quote was.
That is me about like 60% each month.
yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, I was gonna get a resin cast of the one scale Nero. It looked cool, and I really like the design.
Design is cool, but specs-wise, it's a piece of shit.
I mean,
Which Nero? Are we talking about the one? Devil May Are we talking? I was gonna say, are we talking about Devil May Cry?
No, we're talking about Gundam. A Nero is obscure. It's like the GM of Gundam Sentai.
It is,
Okay.
and it's really cool looking. And in GBO2, the Nero trainer type is like one of the best raid units in the game right now.
It's the only decent version of that unit that actually has.
But there was only like 1 or 2 Nero trainers, but the normal Nero is still considered a pretty decent unit for the class.
Yeah, but if they base off of the actual specs, its specs is utter garbage. Azaku 2 is faster than it. Specs.
Could make a birdie.
Wow.
There's a Chi from Chobits
Downhill?
Nendo coming. Like, dude, you guys are like
That is-
20 years late.
So somebody alert Soul Bro.
Apparently the first ever Nendoroid was
like
a,
Chobits.
It's all good.
Yeah, remember he's like one of his favorite shows.
I never
thought that
watched
was Video
Chobits,
Girl
but I
Eye.
watched Years. And,
No, it was Chobits.
That's hot. Look at you. Nice.
I can't remember.
He's seen it, but
I know he's
not-
referenced
Slowing
it a
down.
couple times. I didn't know he was
A break
like
to the
that
left.
into it.
Yeah.
I've never
He's
heard her
been
say
seen
this.
it, but he's
sounds
seen
like a
it,
trick.
but
No, it's not
He's
true.
not one of his rituals. He's
Now
seen
trying
it
to trick
though.
us.
I mean, if I'm remembering incorrectly, I'll eat my words later. But I'm pretty.
Tobor has referenced. He's seen it. It's not one of his favorite shows.
Yeah,
I think he does enjoy the show, but he wouldn't go on record saying like it's one of his favorite shows of all time.
all I can say is a few years ago I watched Deers, and all I gotta think about
I'm
it
sorry.
is like, Mom, can we have Chobits? We have Chobits at home. Chobits
Yeah.
at home, Deers.
Ironically enough, they're still also making figure for Angelic Leia, which is related to Chobits. So I saw they're still making figures of that every now and then.
Loosely.
I remember the Gears opening. That's about it. From that stupid
Yeah.
fucking show.
Yeah, I mean, good, but also, what was the other thing? Wasn't the first ever Nendoroid like
six.
Necoark?
It's a par 5.
I don't know.
I just looked this up the other day. I think it's Necoark because memes, I guess.
That's all Necroark is memes.
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
every
much.
time Necoark gets added, it becomes the most. She becomes the most broken character in any Melty Blood game she's in.
Apparently, there is a Arguid Figma coming, and also a Figma of the chick from Xenoblade 3.
Yep.
In the water.
Nia.
Goddamn.
Or Mio, I'm saying Mio.
It's not Nia, because Nia's the
Yeah, Mio is her name.
Neo.
Anna just got announced from Shaman King.
I've never watched Shaman King. Is it any good? Is the manga better?
It's depends on
Pop
who
up
you ask.
parades.
It's okay.
I mean,
All right. Go on.
I want a good shonen that's just like I can just kind of shut my brain off and have fun watching the action scenes.
Shaman King is not that.
You're better off
If-
with
if-
Fire Force.
Yeah.
Fire Force.
Shaman
is
King
one of my-
kind of, Shaman King, it kind of loses itself like towards the end.
I don't like Fire Force either.
My friend really loved Fire Force. I'm really hyped for Chainsaw Man because I love the manga of that. And Mappa is one of my favorite anime studios, at least when it comes to content. Not my favorite anime studio when it comes to how they treat their staff.
Holy shit! This Cheryl Nome figure from Good Smile.
Yeah, it's pretty detailed.
This thing is going to be a nightmare for its owners.
Yeah, that thing looks like if it falls once, the hair bits are gonna break.
Everything is gonna break in this.
I have a question. I know
There's a couple like that. The Mikus that were announced recently are all basically that.
No, there's a lot of figures that are like that nowadays.
The day people get that thing is the day they get a fucking earthquake and the shit falls off their shelf.
Yeah.
I think I live in an area that's not prone to earthquakes.
And then you have to deal with tornadoes. So instead of falling down, you get sucked up.
I live in Appalachia, so I don't deal with tornadoes either.
I mean, I'm not supposed to, but my fucking town broke a fucking record, so.
You also have places that have prone to flooding too.
Yeah. I mean, flooding is a problem, but I do live on a hill.
What the fuck is a Harmony humming?
I don't know.
Watch that power gauge.
It's a Good Smile thing. Somebody linked me a Harmony humming, like it was a dollar. Was it you that did it?
I'm pretty sure it was me because I did send you one of like
the Eurocamp thing.
The Eurocamp guy.
Oh, Eurocamp, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but I don't know what the Harmony humming line is.
Neither do I. I think it's a new line. I want to say it's a new line of like figures they're gonna do, but
I saw a line of Good Smile where they have like Good Smile hello, and it's like they're in this one like pose or like waving or something.
Good Smile, Harmony humming.
I got good news.
Okay.
I'm coming for lunch. Yeah, I'm coming home, but it's not KFC for lunch. But, what?
Crystals?
Pizza.
Holy shit. You're
Little
stepping
Caesars
up in the
pizza?
world.
Little Caesars.
We have Little Caesars.
Oh my god, Harmony humming is like creepy little dolls.
I need to see
Oh, is it like that? Is it like that disgusting Zero Two that they announced?
Man, that Cheryl figure is
Yeah. There's a 02 Harmony humming. I just saw it on the timeline.
Is it like that?
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, that's Cheryl.
Okay.
That's what Harmony humming.
That
is.
Cheryl figure's probably gonna be like 200 to 300, easy.
Oh, easily.
And those Harmony
Easily.
and those Harmony of hummings are going to be disgusting to look at.
Yeah, they're like creepy little doll kind of.
They're uncanny valley dolls is what I call them.
I only have 2 figures. Everything else is model kits. And the 2 figures I have are Robot Tamashi kits. Or figures.
What's the name of that thing? The Dolphies or whatever? That's what the Harmony of hummings look like. They look like those little Dolphy things.
What were those weird, like, garden, like, little kid things that they had for, like, ornaments for, like, older people? They were kind of creepy.
Garden gnomes?
No, they're not garden gnomes, but they, like, have these black soulless eyes, almost like Funko Pops. They're like ceramic.
Can't say.
Dollar, should we set up soon? It's 2:28, 10:28.
Yeah, let's just roll out this hole, and I'm just gonna give it to Mal, because
Yeah, we're all doing pretty shitty. No, actually, it would go to Yazi.
I'm gonna actually get up on my phone.
Yeah, it would go to Yazi. Okay, let's just...
So
I'll be
Lucy
back in like
and
2 seconds.
and Azria from Fairy Tail Gang figures.
Yeah.
Well, Fairy Tail's still pretty popular, so...
There's a Ronka Lee coming like that shit. I know that there's no.
Well, I would imagine they would do a Ronka because I mean she's the other half of that show.
It looks like they announced some
the
turtles as
trashier
well. It looks
There
like
you go,
they're
Mal.
announcing the
The
4
Chorus.
turtles.
The Chorus recoil figures for you.
Oh yeah, we were talking about
Nice
that,
shot.
so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about it.
I'll say both those girls are his wings.
Great work.
Why'd you have to remind me of that? So
Because it exists, and you have
It's all
to
good.
feel the fate.
that's so painful.
Uphill, maybe?
Like he went indecisive and he came out indecisive. Like so shitty.
Well, Alto sucks anyway, so fuck.
Yeah, he super sucks.
He's with the expert.
What's that? You kind of break it out.
Great work.
Mayday! I'm losing your transmission.
What?
I'm losing. Ah!
All right, let's see here. I win over Yazi by 250 points.
Oh, there's a Hiei. Good smile.
All right.
I think I saw Kurama one as well.
Yeah,
earlier.
Kurama.
Alright.
I wonder if
I'm
they're
getting
doing
out.
that because the live action is being made.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. I'm tuning out of the.
Yep,
the
I'm
match,
okay.
so-
Yep, same here.
I'm done, so I'm out.
All right. Just give me a moment to like. I'm gonna go get something to drink. And
Yeah, I'm gonna throw these nuggies in the fucking oven and also shut
I'm eating my
it.
popcorn already. I got my candy. I'm all set.
All right. I'll be right back. We'll probably start in about 5 minutes, hopefully.
All right.
Sure.
Sounds cool.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the stream. We're calling it quits early tonight because we're gonna have our little movie feature on our Discord server. So we will catch you next time. You guys stay safe out there, and we'll see you later.